Okay. Now, you see, we had a couple people that was here early. Jack Hobson was going on. You were here early also. What's the brother's name here? What's his name? Windchill. How you guys doing? Thank you for coming early. I decided to do a Saturday show. I think I'm going to do a live show every Saturday. So it's going to take place every Saturday and Sunday. The reason why I'm changing it up, I don't know. I just want to add two shows in now. I want to add two shows in. I want to make them live. I want to make them interactive. I got a lot of stuff to talk about with you guys. As you see tonight, we have someone here. She's actually been on the show, and she's going to talk about, her trying to stop one of her friends from being an online scammer. And that's something that's big, especially it's really made it now to where really it's hard to date online, especially because of the pandemic. Because of the pandemic, it's made it hard. But let me see who else we got here. We got Az Sagas. We have D. What's going on? Dante Ellis, Ben Webb. He said, "Hey Jaw." I don't know if my jaw's looking big. Hey Joe, I know what you mean, Jay. What's going on, man? Ben Webb. We also have Frank Tate. You love to travel. Simpiakis. I was missing on Sunday. Yeah, so now you can catch it on Saturday. But I'm doing good. Me and Kay are doing good. I don't know. I just wanted to mix it up a little bit. And we're going to get into this because this is going to be a serious topic. And it is serious because a lot of guys are struggling when it comes to online dating. There's a lot of guys that are struggling. And it comes down to, guys just not, how can I say it? You can't be too nice when it comes to dating online. I'll tell you that. That's number one. You can't be too nice. If you're too nice, then you fall for all of the scams. You fall for the, my grandmother's sick. You fall for pretty much everything that's thrown at you. Okay, there's ladies like Simply Akis that would never do that. But there are, because of the pandemic, there were a lot of women that they resulted to online to make money. They resulted to online scamming. Maybe they've had husbands or boyfriends already in the Philippines, and they just go online and scam anyway. There's even some cases where a woman will be a lesbian and will do it. There's many situations like that I've heard of. Where a woman would be dating you, meanwhile in the Philippines she's a lesbian. It's just wicked like that. It really is wicked, and a lot of guys are getting taken for their money. And what happens is, these are the same guys, right? These are the same guys that are in the Philippines who are in the U.S., and get mistreated already. They already get mistreated. Let me see. What's going on, Avincula? Chris Dillon, how are you? Chad C, what's going on, brother? Andre Gill, also Michael Store. People will mistake your kindness for weakness. No, what happens, and not even the fact that they're mistaking your kindness for weakness. When it comes to online scammers, right? And the first thing they do is they test you. Okay, they vet you to make sure you're the right guy to scam. So what they'll do is they'll throw little things out there like, let me tell them I need money to buy me a load. They start out like that, and what happens is there's a lot of guys who would fall for this anyway. There's a lot of guys who get taken advantage of where they're from. Okay, so those guys too. I made a video about this too, and I should have made a different. I should have made a different title for the video. You have guys like that be online that'll buy Filipinas, ask Filipinas to take naked pictures, and that'll do that. That'll be quick to do this. I spoke about that in one of my last videos, and they make it hard on the regular guys. So right now online, that's definitely why you can't in this day and age marry a Filipino online. I mean, in no day and age, but still, it's even harder because you have guys that are out there just looking to do this, and you know that's why I'm happy that the person is going to come on today and talk about this because it's really a serious topic, and I'm happy that she wanted to stop the person from doing it. JUNK should go see Venom too. Let me see, Jay. The guys have to come out here in person to meet Panays that are legit. Yeah, no, it's true. They do. You do have to physically come out in the Philippines. You do have to physically come out in the Philippines, and I'm trying to show you guys a picture here, but for some reason it's not on my. Let me just add it to the background again. Let me see what's wrong here. Yeah. So, and it all comes down to this, guys. It all comes down to this. You know. Okay, it's not showing here. We might do it later, but yeah, I want to show you guys something. But it all comes down to if a guy has in his head already that they know it's not something to do, they're just not going to do it. Okay, it all comes down to morals, codes. Okay, it all comes down to like red pill, blue pill. I want to show a picture of that. I want to show a picture of that actually. Kay's walking by looking at it. I want to show you guys a picture, and I have a couple of things I want to show you guys today. Let me just see, my computer's just bugging out. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Let me get this fixed up here. There's too many pictures here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, so now let me share this one here. All right, I just had it here, and now it's not showing. Oh, I know why. I know why this is happening. I gotta go on the brand. I gotta go to banners. Let me see, not banners. 1 second, guys. Give me one moment. I have some technical difficulties here. Okay, come here. Online dating is filled with fakes and scammers. Come here. Look, before when I posted this up, this picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was show. Now it's not showing.
Which one?
When I posted this background picture, it was show.
Ah,
Now it's not showing.
you need to go to green screen.
No, I'm on it. No, I had it showing here before in a
Uh,
regular picture here.
I don't know.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry. I just want to show the pictures. I just want to show the pictures. But yeah, can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I got my headset here today. Okay, no, what are you doing? Put it down. Let me go to the comments here. 1 second. Let me jump out of this. I want to try something new, but I can't. But yeah, no, it's not that people so much that people will mistake their kindness for weakness. It's that if you're weak online, see a lot of guys that are taken advantage of in the states by women in the states. They go online and then the same thing happens there, but worse. See, because those same guys, right? Those same guys, they won't spend money like that in the states, but then they get online in Philippines and they feel like superheroes. Okay, those kind of guys, they make it harder on you. And really, I think dating online is completely dead now. Like when I did it, it was what 6, 7 years ago. I'm talking about this is a while ago, but now it's so diluted with blue pill beta males on there that are doing this that it makes it hard. Like now they have Filipinas that are online souped up, knowing they got to pay their online. That's how they look at you guys. So I know a lot of you guys have been going through these situations. Say you've tried dating a Filipino online, and it's almost impossible. It's really like the luck of the draw. You got to get lucky. You have to literally wait, and it takes time. You're gonna have to wait it out to see. And like Al Avicola, he said, you guys got to come here and meet the legit Filipinos. That's the only way nowadays. That's the only way you're gonna find success. I mean, you can online, but still, you're taking a big chance. And then now, especially with the online marriages, you know, those same guys that are the same guys that will say to women. I had some text messages I want to show you guys. That's why I'm a little bit upset that this is happening. But those same guys that are stop sharing screen. Those same guys that are, I got 80 messages overnight. Yeah. And one show said a perfect example. I signed up for Filipino Cupid. I got 80 messages overnight. And some of those messages, see, they're crazy because what'll happen is they'll get you in, right? They'll get you in, they'll message you, won't say anything. Then they'll find a perfect time to throw something out there. Now, there's a lot of guys that are not prepared for it. There's a lot of guys that are too nice. There's a lot of guys that are already beta males, okay? Blue pill dudes. I recently started getting heavy into blue pill, red pill, and then I started realizing, wow, I'm shocked. I was red pill my whole life, didn't know it, you know. But it's a serious thing, and guys really need to look up on that because there's a lot of guys that are turned from betas to alphas, and it can happen. You can turn, but what happens is those same guys they come on their weak, their Prince Charmings. The Prince Charming thing is fake, you know. It's an illusion to where guys online and they bring that Prince Charming online and do whatever to please you, and it makes it hard. It makes it hard on regular guys because then you get that same woman that says, "Oh, I need load. Oh, I need this. I need that." Makes it impossible. To be honest, these girls online are not playing and are on their game. They can be talking to multiple guys at a time, waiting for the first one to visit. It's a numbers game for them. No, it's true. It's true. And actually, it was Al that brought it up to me. We were talking back and forth on Hangouts, and he said to me, what happens if you got a Filipino that's doing that, playing the waiting game and talking to 10 guys at once? Talking to 10 guys at once. And then they're waiting and they're playing it out and they're seeing who they can get money from. It's so many different scenarios. Okay, your sound is off.
It is? Hi, guys. Is it
Yeah.
off?
No, you good.
Okay.
No, the fan sounds loud, that's all. But no, like I was
Turn it off.
saying, no, you kind of need, yeah, turn the fan off. Just use the AC. But yeah, what I was saying is, you have some Filipinos that'll do that online. They'll play the waiting game. They'll talk to 5, 6, sometimes even up to 10 different guys, right? And from them doing that, okay, they could be waiting to see who's going to give them money first. So they're playing a waiting game that way. Or they could wait to see who's going to come to the Philippines first and then make that their choice. So then you'll be talking with someone and realize why did she stop talking to me all of a sudden? You know? It happens to guys though. But Kay, what's going on?
Hi. I just want to share my scamming story too, but I was
Yeah,
scammed
sure.
by right now. You're still talking about
Oh yeah, well yeah, all
yeah.
right. Well, you shouldn't have said nothing about it.
Now you say what's up. So
Okay.
yeah, I know it's really hard. There's still maybe hope on online, but it's really you need to really make sure that she's the one, you know. Don't marry
Well,
online if you didn't meet a girl. That's the most important thing.
number one, and also Kay, I know Kay's being keep hope alive, but it's really
Keep
dying out.
hope alive.
No, it's really dying out because I'm telling you, I know Kay's Filipino. I'm telling you what happened to me, right? And it happened because I was doing live interviews. I said it in a video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the one girl, she took it to, I don't know what she was thinking, but her hypergamous nature kicked in that was created. It was
Mm-hmm.
created by foreigners. I'm sure these Filipinos weren't even on it. I'm sure, of course, they were begging guys for money, but if every guy would have said no, it would have been like that. But the guys being too nice ruined it. So now going online, you really out of there. You really can't do it. You really can't. It's really impossible. And
Brian
Brian
Nichols
Nichols
said,
said,
"Keep
"Keep
hope
hope
alive."
alive." Yeah.
Keep hope alive.
Well, uh, it's hope. If you got patience, now that's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. You have to have patience. If you're a guy that has patience and can deal with some women begging you for money, then some not, and you can go through that and you can stand the test of time, go for it. You can do it because if I did it again, I could do it right now. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, I'm not. I don't want Kay to get mad at me later and say, "Oh, no, you can't do it. What do you mean you could do it?" But no, it's true, guys. If I could do it, I, if I had to do it, I could do it. It's not a problem. But still, it takes a lot of patience, and it was bad
I
even when I was
told
doing it. Yeah, K is college educated, wasn't you?
I'm an English teacher. Wow. I don't expect, okay, but I'm an English teacher. I
Mm-hmm.
graduated with a Bachelor of Secondary Education, but don't expect major in English.
But the thing though, the thing that did it for me with Kay is Kay gave up all of that to be with me. She gave up her teaching to be with me, and it's the JK experience, yeah. But yeah, no, she gave up teaching to be with me, and if she wouldn't have, I don't, it probably wouldn't have worked out. And I'm just being real. I'm just being real. The fact that she gave it up to be with me, it showed me that she believed in me, you know. And Kay's really a dime a dozen, guys. You know, it was me taking my time, and I got lucky. It was a lot of luck,
I'm
you
so
know.
clingy, guys. So that's why when you date online, I think you need to really have a lot of patience and make sure you make it work. Like communication is very important, and make sure be open. Like, of course, you ask the girl what her Facebook, because from Facebook itself you can see if she has a lot of friends. If guys, I already like scam in Facebook too. Sometimes they're like guys, they're
But
saying hello. Before I met Jay, the guy saying hello, and they have less friends, and then
yeah,
there's
Kay,
a
but
lot of
it's
scam
different
on Facebook.
because they got some Filipinos though that can play that game. Like they
Mm-hmm.
just use another Facebook that they built up for 2 months, and it has a
Mm-hmm.
boatload of friends on it, so it seems real, but it's not.
I know.
Yeah, they can do that. 'Cause think about it. I had two Facebooks for years.
Mm-hmm.
I could have done it. So there's people that can do it, and there's some that can play that game, and they, oh, I got a Facebook for you, and then you think that's their Facebook, and it's not. To me, if a woman was asking for money, I knew we were not in the same class. Yeah, that's somewhat true. That's somewhat true. But yeah, guys. So Kate, talk about your story. What happened, Kate?
I think I told that story already long time ago in this live stream as well. But when I was working as a teacher in Thailand, I just recently broke up maybe like a month ago with my Indian online boyfriend. Like never met, he never visit me in Thailand. That's the reason I was in Thailand. He's supposed to visit me in Thailand so that we can see each other because he said it's hard. But anyway, the scammer, this guy, I met him in Adventist site. It's like I'm an Adventist, so I met him in a website which is adventisthall.com, and I was chatting with him, but I was chatting with him in the email. He added me on the Adventist Hall, and then he messaged me, and then we email each other. Just email, 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 and then he said, "I'm gonna give you the world." I was like, "What do you think?" Like, it's like he always saying like flowery words. Like, I think I
Mm-hmm.
still have the I don't know if I block him, but I think I can still see the email that he sent me in the past. I can check it later and share it to you guys if it's still there. And they were
Mm-hmm.
saying like, I will bring you to US. It's like, I don't know what's he thinking. Like maybe he's thinking like I'm a Filipina and they're easily gonna be, oh, I like you and because of the money. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so I was just okay. I was just talking to him, and he said, "Oh, I'm divorced. My wife left me." Like a story, a sad story. And then I
Mm-hmm.
was like, "I want to talk to you in Skype. I want to see you. I want to, see how he looked like." Then he is actually 45 years old, and I was like around 28 that time, 28 years old. So I said, "What's your number? Or you can call me. This is my number." He said, "No, I cannot call you." So I got his number. I even call him just to know his voice, like to hear his voice. And then his voice is like from Africa. He can even speak the English properly. I'm not judging African, okay? But the way his tune of his voice, like I thought he's from US, but why he cannot speak English properly? Like the
Mm-hmm.
tune, you will know, like no, 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 something like that. But I said, why you talk like that? It seems like because I'm so pranked. So why you talk like that? But anyway, he said he's coming to Thailand, right? Okay, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna prepare. I'll meet you up in the airport. Oh my god, I'm echoing. I think it's like it's too noisy in your background.
No, I gotta turn up. I gotta wait. I gotta It says the mic. You come into a mic.
Maybe me. Okay, okay. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's not too loud. It's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's
Okay.
some. But anyway, I think my voice is too loud too.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Bangkok. I was in Ayutthaya that time. I went to Bangkok, and I tell to my friend I will meet him, blah blah blah. And then I say to my friend, and then that was Sunday. And then he told me, I'm in the airport right now. I was he said that he was in the airport. He talked to me on Yahoo Messenger via on mic, and then the video is in Skype. I was like, that's the first time I saw him. And we emailed each other for almost 2 months, right? So I was like, okay, this is how it looks like. I said, why are you not using Skype? Like, why are you talking to me on Yahoo Messenger? And the face is Skype is like, that's one hint already. And then, okay, and then after that, he said, pick me up in the airport. I will be in the airport. I will be wearing a t-shirt writing your name and my name forever. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so badui. Like, who does that? It's OA. Like we didn't meet yet, we didn't see each
Mm-hmm.
other yet. It's too OA.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, all right. And then after a while, he messaged me and he said, I need to send. How much is that? 30,000. How much is that? 30,000 baht.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I need to send 30,000 baht in a Western Union that is not located in US. It's located in somewhere in Africa. There's an address there and there's a name where I'm gonna send it. And then I think you need to mute yourself. I can see, I can hear.
Okay. I guess.
Yeah, and then somewhere in Africa, that's the address that I'm gonna send the money. And then I was like, okay, then I said I don't have money. Like he said, I need to clear I have a lot of money on my attache case. I don't know how you call that. He said, yeah, I have a lot of money there, and he need to clear it in custom because he cannot enter. He was already in the airport. He cannot enter in. He cannot leave the airport because the ano to, the money is not clear yet. So I need to send money to somewhere in Africa using the Western Union. That's 30,000 baht. I forgot how much is 30,000 baht. You can compute it, Jay. And then I was like, okay. And then I was like, oh my gosh, when you're excited, I want to see you because we talked for almost 2 months, right? I want to see you. And then suddenly, like, he told me in the last minute. So I was like, what are you going to do? Do not tell to anyone that I need this money. Nobody should know. I was like, I don't know. I was like, when you're excited, like, okay, I gotta meet this guy, and I'm not even like, oh, I want your money. I don't. It's not even that. I'm just finding love. It's not even the money he has. I don't even know he has some money in a touchy case, whatever. So I
That's
was like,
$888.
yeah, I know. And then he told me, I said, I don't have money. I just send money to my family. I said, what, you don't have a savings? I was like, this guy. I said, you don't have a savings? And I was like, I felt emotion because I'm already like, I like him, but not really like in love with him yet. But it's like, what is he doing on me? So what I did is I called my friend, the one who helped me to enter Thailand that time. She was the one who helped me in the immigration. So you can come back there because I feel like I'm talking. Sorry.
No, no, it's good. It's good. Finish telling your story.
All right. And then I met her. She's actually our ninang now in our wedding. I went there. I said, Ate, I need to borrow 30,000. And she know I'm very responsible, right? I'm dead right now. This is share on Facebook, Jay. My family doesn't know this story yet. So I said, Ate, when you gonna use it? There's, I need to lie, like, oh, I'm gonna use it for something else, like blah blah blah. And she said, you're very responsible, and I know you can pay this, so I'm gonna contact my friends, so I can give you the money. Okay, so I went there, and then she found out, like, tell me what's really going on. And she found out that I'm so stupid that I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to send that money. Already, like, before I go there, I was like, what's going I was like, I was rattled because he said that in the last minute that he said, I'm in the airport right now. So I was like, oh my gosh, he's in the airport. And anyway, I went there and it's so far from Bangkok. It's not really in Bangkok, but I
Mm-hmm.
traveled for almost an hour going there from Bangkok. And then she said, I'm not going to give you the money. I have the money. I trust you. I know you can pay this because I have some savings, but it's not really like 30,000 that time because I just buy some boxes. I send box to my family. and also I send money, but it's not 30,000 that time that I have in the savings. So she said, no. Did the guy ask you to pay something like in the custom or blah blah blah? Because I really I told her what happened. I said yes. No, I'm not gonna give you the money. It happened to my Thai friend also, and she was scammed by the blood diamond. Guys, this is the blood diamond. So I was crying, and then he messaged me like, "What happened? Like you don't love me? You cannot send me the money. I have the." I was like, "No, I'm not gonna talk to you no anymore." I was crying, guys. I was crying going back to Ayutthaya, traveling for almost 2 hours, and I was like, "I cannot send you the money." And then after a few days, he's still contacting me. When you gonna send the money? I was like, "You're still in the airport." It's really crazy. It's really crazy that day. And I never said it to my family because I'm very embarrassed. And all I want is love. I just want to find love. And then I didn't even like, oh, well, he's really nice to me, but I didn't even see him like face to face. I see him like that first day before he come to before his flight to Thailand. But anyway, I'm happy. I was not totally scammed, but I'm happy. She saved me actually, our Ninang. She is our godmother on our wedding. I invited her as a godmother because she really saved me. I can pay her back and I can send the 30,000, but I'm happy I was saved by my godmother. Too much
Mm-hmm.
now, too much information.
Yeah, that's all right. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, guys. So Kay actually fell for it. Kay fell
Mm-hmm.
for Kay almost got scammed, and
Lovey
she's a
dovey.
victim too. Yeah, she's a victim too. I guess you that's what happens when you're looking for love, and that's what's happening
Mm-hmm.
with guys too. With guys, it's happening, and guys are, you know, really falling. They think they're falling in love, and it's sad that it's happening like that. You know, and it's seriously, as you guys see the screen, either you're gonna take the red pill or the blue pill. It's so serious. It's
Mr.
really
Mystic.
serious. It's really serious. Let me say, I gotta show something really quickly because
Okay,
I
sure.
figured out why. I figured out why, and Kay, I need you to be quiet. I figured out why it wasn't working, so now I can show the information. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna do it right now. So I'm gonna share something with you guys, and it's a little bit about how men are ruining online dating, and it's the same men for this situation here. All right. Now you see this here, guys. It says, "Don't repeat this. Don't ever." Now this is a lady that's talking to a guy. This is a lady talking to a guy that that's a blue pill dude, right? And this is what happens to guys online. And this is what he said. So she's the one in blue. He's the one here. You can see his picture right here. He said, "I'm serious, my baby." So he's already begging her. Then she said, "Are you mad? You want me to post this message on my timeline and tag you? Are you serious?" So this guy, he's giving his heart. He's putting his heart on the line for this girl, right? And she's just abusing him. This is what happens when you are a blue pill dude. And a blue pill is like a guy that's like too lovey dovey, like too much, you know. And women don't respect that. And then those are the same guys that's coming here getting taken advantage of. So look, because I confess my true love to you, why? Why are you insulting me? Stop being childish. Are you a small girl? I want to spoil you with money. Borrow. Sense piss. I don't know what that means. When I give you the money, Chevy, your Facebook friend will also share with you. You're a ritualist. Talk fresh again. I'll tag you, goal your pictures, and post a message on my timeline. Try me, foolish thing. I can see you don't have the manner of approach because I'm giving you attention. So that's what, as you can see here, this guy is too much. He doesn't understand. He needs to take the red pill, right? And he doesn't understand that this woman is showing red flags. She's showing she's not for you. But he's taught to be the Prince Charming. And there's a lot of guys that feel like this, and they do this online, right? They do this online, and they do this with women in the Philippines. So what that leads to is it leads to entitled Filipinos, entitled Filipinas. Okay, now here's another one here. This is another example of the guys that are doing this. Let me show this. One second. Oh, this one's not showing. Oh, here we go. Not that easy. I can just be with any girl. I can't just be with any girl. and she's rejecting the guy now. Find one you want and who wants you. Not everyone wants me, Brianna, even if I'm a great guy. So he's like weeping. He might as well be crying while he's saying this. Then he said, "They're just lost. Any girl will be lucky to be with you." That's what the girls always say, right? Any girl will be lucky to have you. Not me, but any girl will be lucky to have you. And that same guy is the same guy that goes online and says, "Oh, maybe Filipinas are better," and then gets ripped and raped for their money. And that's what's happening. Now, this is the exact opposite of that here. Now, here's another one where the woman wants, and this is what you want from a woman, right? And this is what you'll get if you find the right one, especially in the Philippines. I don't feel well. I just want to sleep forever, right? That's the guy. This is the girl. Why don't you feel well, honey? And I understand that. My neck hurts so bad right now. I understand. Emotionally, Amelia. Why don't you feel right, love?
I
You're
should read
amazing.
the girl. I
Okay,
should read the girl.
okay, okay. All right, so
Share it, share
read
it.
read the girl. Read the girl. You
Okay.
can't see it on the screen.
No, I cannot. It's not there.
Oh, you can't read it. Then I'll do it.
Okay.
So and then the girl said, "You're amazing, far better than any man I've ever met. You're understanding and gentle, yet firm when you need to be. You have a soft heart, and I adore it. Don't ever look down on yourself, love. You already mean so much to me." Now that's what you want as a man. That's what you want. You don't want to chase validation because that happens with guys, and you just got to you really have to just not do it. What happens is when you're in the states, right? When you're in the states, women they put you in a position where you end up getting like that. If you're weak and you're taking this pill here, the blue pill, you see the blue pill on the right side of the screen. You take that pill. A lot of guys already took it. Okay, they don't know. I didn't even know what the red pill was. I didn't know what it was, but I've taken the red pill my whole life. And as a man, you got to have that attitude because if you're not like that, okay, you won't know the difference. Like, say, for instance, I know I can't be like that with Kay. I can't have that same mentality with Kay. I don't need to have it with Kay. Okay? I don't need to have it with Kay. And then that's when I found out me being a married man, I'm now a purple pill. And I know there's a lot of men like that to where say if I was a blue pill married dude, right? Then Kay and Kay hates when I say this, but it's real. She will run a relationship, not me. But now, guys, I got to enter in somebody that's gonna tell the story. This is gonna be a good one. Abigail, how you doing?
Hi. Hello.
Hi,
So
Abby.
Abigail's actually. Let me do a
Chika
solo
minute.
layout. I gotta do a solo layout real quick. I gotta do a solo layout. Now let me show this. So I don't know if you guys can see this. Now, as you see here, if you read this here, this is the message from Abigail. It says, "This is a sad reality my fellow Pinays are resorting to that and became entitled. This hit close to home because that is what one of my friends do. I tried to stop her and advise her not to do that. The last time I heard from her is that she is experiencing domestic abuse from her 9 foreign partners." So that's happening here. So Abigail, I'm gonna give you the floor now and tell me what you was talking about with that. Break it down for us.
Okay, I met my friend uh w- on my younger years.
Okay.
No, I met her because she was working on a computer shop. So she
Mhm.
has access to the internet, and she kind of fiddled around online dating too. And what happened was she was telling me that, hey, there are some guys who finds me attractive because she's not really
Mhm.
attractive.
Mhm.
She's she's aggressive in a way of, men would know that, oh, okay, le- let's label her as easy.
Oh, okay. Got
Yeah,
it. Got
easy,
it.
not
Yeah.
because she can be picky, but if she's with a guy, she's easy.
Mhm.
Okay, so when she introduced me to, let's say, hey, this is my friend online, and yeah, I do appear sometimes on her webcam, and it
Mhm.
was like way back 2000. This was a long time ago.
Mhm.
So maybe 10, 15 years ago. But I saw her like 3 months ago where
Mhm.
she uh she had this affair. She had a partner, and her relationship with that partner is good.
Mhm.
And she said she destroyed it by having another affair through online. She met the guy on Facebook, and she knows that she was, let's say, he can provide for her financially.
Mm.
And that was the pattern that I suddenly saw, that flashed back on me. I cannot judge her. It's just that she made a mistake, and due to family background, let's say, her foundation for family is a bit construed because her mother and her stepdad is not married, and her biological dad died early. So
Oh.
there was no guidance to
Mhm.
how she would act appropriately to men.
Mhm.
And that that that's maybe what she's searching for, a
Mhm.
validation for men, that she's worth it, something like that. So when she first said to me, "Hey, he is paying me," like this is 15 years ago,
Mhm.
"he is paying me money." Like, what are you doing? And she said, "Oh, just exposing a little bit of cleavage, a little bit of thigh." And
Mm.
yeah, and I said, "Are you sure that you're just exposing that? Because the money that you're mentioning to me, it doesn't, it doesn't add up to what you're just
Yeah.
saying." So I said,
Yes. So
"Yes,
I'm shocked because this was 15 years ago. I didn't know that.
yeah." And
Wow,
it
that's
was
crazy.
and it was like, "Are you sure that's an impossible money
Mhm.
for you
Mhm.
to let's say, hash earn?" And
How much was it, if you don't mind? If you don't mind telling me, would you say?
well, uh, uh back, $50. She said
Okay, $50.
$50. And
Okay.
then
Okay.
sometimes she said, I don't know if she's exaggerating or just
Mhm.
baiting me into believing her. She said someone sent her $100,
Oh
and
no,
I
she's not lying. She's not lying, Abigail. Because what happens is, I'm telling you, to a guy that's a trick. $50
mm-hmm.
is nothing because guys are spending way more than that in the states. $50 and $100 is nothing. She wasn't lying. She was telling you the truth.
Oh,
Yeah, she was telling you
oh,
the truth.
okay.
Hmm.
It's just that it's Yahoo chat
Yeah.
is still alive back then,
Oh yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
I
And
can relate. Yahoo chat.
and yeah, I may be chatting, and if I saw someone, flashing their, let's say, unmentionables, I would just block him already. It's just that
Yeah, yeah.
I'm there just to chat, just to
Hmm.
chat, just to have fun, and not to flash my body on the internet. But she she has this, yeah, she had these earnings, and I said, "Okay, friend, let me stop there. Are you sure? Because
Hmm.
you're now devaluing yourself.
Hmm.
You're devaluing yourself." And oh, I said, "Don't." And she said, "No, that's not a problem. I earn, and also, who is there to it's none of their business. And if we have Filipino, even Filipino pays her, but her rate is different from a foreigner." And it's
Hmm.
just that it's sad that it happened to her. And then when I went to college for the second time, 2005, that's
Hmm.
where I lost my communication to her. And then, yeah, just during this pandemic where she is now, let's say, having all these regrets
Hmm.
with guys, and especially now with her current partner, which is a retired policeman. So there would be a
Mm.
power hold, a power tripping
Yeah, yeah.
between him and her. So I
Hmm.
said, and she said that she's a battered partner. And I said, I know, but how about the other kid that you left with your with your other partner, which I know
Mhm.
of? And she said, oh, I do not want to mess up the harmony since I'm the one who's at fault leaving
Mm.
them. So it's just sad that she is now in a situation where you cannot she cannot easily escape from
Mhm.
because of, yeah, what she did. Because every time she's going to, hey, let's broke up, let me move on, he had this power that, yeah, I know your past, I know this, I know that, because he paid her.
Mhm.
So that's what's sad. And yeah, it, that makes me, let's say, I did help her a bit, but
Mhm.
I'm limited to what I can help. So
Yeah.
that's the story of my friend. Right now I don't know what happened to her because she moved another
Mhm.
in another place, in another location, and I cannot contact her already.
Yeah. Well, so what made you tell her to stop? Well, just because it wasn't right? What made you want to tell her to stop?
Yeah, it wasn't right. I said it
Mhm.
wasn't right. As a woman, you need to value
Mm.
yourself higher than that. and
Yes.
and and she always points out that why there are some Filipino women also and some foreign women doing that.
Mhm.
I'm just earning something here. I'm just
Mm.
exploiting them. And I said, I know it's a situation here, but still, as a person who is personally a friend of yours,
Mhm.
I don't approve that. And although we had these certain mini arguments about it, it's just that I cannot stop her because she is making her own fate that
Mhm.
time. So yeah, I tried to stop her, but yeah, it goes on to an argument. It always goes to this argument that we have.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't want to argue with nobody to try to help them.
Yeah, I know. I said a true friend. I always say to her, a true friend um will not lead you to a path where you are going to be in Tagalog we have this naligaw ng landas, or be
Mhm.
lost in your way,
Mhm.
especially how women is treated in our culture and in the society, where a single mom is looked down upon,
Mhm.
or a prostitute that is looked down upon. So
Mhm.
we are more conservative, but yet the name, the Filipino name
Mhm.
is being stained by individuals who don't value themselves more,
Mhm.
especially
Yeah.
women. So yeah.
Yeah. And it's sad. It's sad. And I gotta talking about that, I want to ask you another question here because uh, on the video, ADM Reviews asked you a question. He said they're trying to be like the woman in the U.S. That's crazy. And then you said, as someone personally knew her, that's not the case there. It's more to it. So what do you say about that?
You
Yeah.
need to answer.
Now, there's more to it because looking at her family environment, her socio-economic environment, I
Mm-hmm.
do understand why she resort to that, because
Mm.
um they're not dirt poor, but let's say the family depends on the harvest, and when there is no
Mm.
harvest, the mother would, do home service, the manicure pedicure thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that back then, because she's the breadwinner, she have she has to contribute to the
Mm.
family. And that was like before her mother died. Actually, her mother said to me when I visited her 3 months. 3 months before she died, the mother, she
Mm-hmm.
said, Abby, uh, I wish that you influence, I wish that your influence won't fade from her because you are a good friend. One of those people that I see that you are a good person and you would never lead my daughter in the wrong path.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that that's why she decided to the mother decided to marry the stepfather even though it's too late,
Mm.
so that she can see that marriage is a is a sacred commitment.
Mhm.
It's just that it's sad because I don't know, in hindsight, I don't know if it's too late to change or it's too late to realize everything because right now
Yeah.
she's in this situation that she cannot get away from.
So how
Mm-hmm.
long? I have a question. How long she's doing it? Like, is it 2 years, 3 years, or you're not sure?
Sneakily, I don't know, but maybe a year,
Okay.
for much of the year that before I get to college. For a
Mm.
year, I think she's doing it sneakily. Meaning, uh, secretly, because
Mm.
yeah, I don't know because that's the time where I kind of, let's say, became cold because how she treat herself. I was angry
Mm-hmm.
because she's treating herself cheaply.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's it.
So
Wow.
what is the exact story that they're saying? Like the guy said, "I like you," and then she just keep asking
Oh
money, or
no.
what the situation?
She was forward very, if the
Just
guy she's
showing.
chatting, no. If the guy she's chatting with has, let's say, has this being very forward about it, she's very forward about it. But if
Mm.
the guy has this, still beating around the bush,
Mm-hmm.
she would tone it down and be at his level.
Mm.
Because
So,
I witnessed how she chat.
Ooh, that's dangerous. See, that's the dangerous part. That a guy will think that she's just for him, and then she's working different guys that
how
she can
many
work, right?
guys? How many guys
Uh,
do you think?
uh, oh, at least she's pretty faithful or loyal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, one guy only because she
Oh,
will
okay.
always she will always ask Abby, what's the English word for this? I can because I would assist her.
Oh, well,
No,
I
just
think
for the fun of it, but I
I
never
think
showed
from what you knew,
anything.
one guy, because I'm telling you, once you get a little bit of that taste, you can't stop. It's like you
Mhm.
turn into a monster.
Me, I think so. That's why
Yeah.
she's like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
You turn into a monster.
When Yahoo chat was still there, I would
Mm-hmm.
just, I know the internet is very dangerous
Yeah.
because, once you post something on the internet, it will never go away.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, I need to be very careful. And also, I don't know, just that's just me saying that I'm not going to flash my body around the internet and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
find something that would make more morally make me feel ashamed. And
Yeah.
also, I was thinking about how would my family would react if I do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she had to be thinking that too. I think most of the girls do think that, but then when the money comes, they say, "Oh, forget it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Let
she's
me
able to
share.
buy a lot of things. Yeah, go
Yes,
ahead.
but
Mm-hmm.
let me share something. So
Okay.
I was the teacher student in Lucena, Quezon
Mm-hmm.
province.
Mm-hmm.
I meet I meet several men and women, I mean boy, girl, who are in the industry of scamming foreigners.
Oh.
Chica
As
minute.
So,
yeah, chica mean no, yeah.
well, no,
Um,
no, well, no, not chicken minute. How are they doing it? I want to know how are they
Yeah.
doing? How are they
You
scamming
wanna
foreigners?
it
know?
it based on what my student said, okay, I said, "W- I became curious because she was very, very open about it.
What
So
your
she,
students? I just want to know your students are in high school, right?
yes,
Okay,
in
right.
high
So
school
now we
back
know what we're dealing
then,
with. Okay, okay.
in high school, it's like,
Mhm.
oh, mom, did you know that I was so in, let's say, maybe they kind of, I have this appearance of being an innocent student teacher back then. So some
Mhm.
of the jokes, sexual jokes, was kind of flying above my
Yeah.
head. And they
Mhm.
were like laughing at me because how innocent I was back then. And it's just like, really? That's the joke? It's a green joke? Sexually innuendo joke? And I said, and one of the students was like, yeah, mom, uh, did you know that our this place is famous for having sex dens.
Oh.
Are I said, are you sure? No, 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 no. Are you? Yeah, yeah, mom, I am. And she said, no. I said, no, 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 no. I do not want to believe her. But this another guy, which is having a guitar session with her and some
Uh,
other student, said, yes, ma'am, I do that too. I said, why are you doing that? Money. I cannot support my family without money. And I said, are you sure? No, you're joking. You're joking. You're pulling my leg. No, ma'am. Yeah, and some classmates are, let's say, desensitized about it, that they don't find it appalling. They just
Feeling. Mm-hmm.
mhm.
appalled. Um,
Appalling.
that they were like, yeah, mom, that's her job. That's why sometimes if you see her being absent for 3 to 5 days, please understand because there's work. How can I, me
Oh.
as a teacher, like, really? Yeah. And I said, yeah. So I became curious. I said to the guy, because y- women, I understand, but the guy, I said, who do
No,
you
because
cater?
no, the guys too. Because for the gay, there's a lot of gay guys online. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
Mhm.
said, do you do that? So I asked a few questions and said, yeah, ma'am, anything that they want.
Mhm.
Yes, true. So he had this, just he's telling it to me like it was a normal everyday situation.
I have a
I
question, Abigail. What
i-
exactly they're doing? Like did they tell you what exactly how they scam people?
they scam via um how do you they
Skype?
um no, no, no. Sometimes Skype they do freelance, but if their agent finds out about it, they would be
Mm.
like,
Really?
yeah, pimp, online pimp. So
Mm.
Mhm.
they run a certain, what you call this, certain group about, sex dens.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's syndicate.
There, there's a lot of them actually. They're all over the Philippines, even Manila. It's everywhere. Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
It's
yes, that's why, yeah. eh,
mhm.
Pampanga Angeles is not just the sex
Yeah. Yeah.
tourism.
Mhm.
Even in Laguna, we have one.
Mhm.
And it's in Pagsanghan. Pero they could cater to something else. It's just that
Yeah.
the person that I encounter with personally were teenagers and mostly
Mhm.
on their barely legal age, 17, 18,
Mm.
19.
Mhm.
So they were like third year high school. They're too old for the year that they have in, but they have no choice but to um to be the family members,
Mhm.
to be the breadwinner. And
Mhm.
that's sad. That's the sad reality. And I was assigned in a coastal area, and coastal areas have sometimes have let's say the poverty line is below,
Mm-hmm.
where you could see child labor, like
Mm-hmm.
6 years old, 5 years old, helping the mom, or working at that age.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a student that is like 35, and he is third year high school back then. And I said, why did you come back to school? Why not take the alternative learning? He said that, Mom, I cannot do it. I really need guidance from a teacher, because I really cannot do it, because most alternative learning system is more like for the independent and brainy ones.
Mm-hmm.
So he recognized it, and thankfully he's now a driver in Saudi, and
Oh.
he is 35 years old. He has two kids back then, and a wife. And that's kind of inspired me to be a teacher. I touch lives,
Mm-hmm.
even though indirectly. It's just that it's sad that you will also encounter individuals younger than you, who are more, let's say, more worldly, and sometimes
Mm-hmm.
in the line of doing something that morally not right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But do you have an idea how much they pay? They, how much
They
the foreigner pay?
never they
Mention
never
it.
mention, but I know that because they're having it with, a foreigner. I think they earn a lot, but they don't keep it, because
Mm-hmm.
there's a
Mm.
syndicate there
Yeah.
behind
Mm-hmm.
them. So the syndicate earns more
Mm-hmm.
than the than the worker. So yeah, that's sad.
I see a lot
Mhm.
of
Yeah.
documentary on YouTube.
Mhm.
There's a lot of some Filipina that really scam, and also the story. Remember the FBI went here just to go to, I don't know if it's in Tondo, but around Metro
Yeah.
Manila. Do you
Mhm.
watch that?
Mhm.
Remember?
Yeah, I
They really
did.
went here and they see that they they're pimping their
Yes.
little kids. So
Yes.
it's really sad.
That's sad, because
Yeah.
encouraging pedophilia, and
Mm-hmm.
and let's say raising, even though
Mm-hmm.
we raise awareness for that, it's just that most of the places and the people who are involved are not being helped by the government. And yeah, sad. Although it is around, known around the world, it's just that, as you can see, that your fellow Filipinos are struggling.
Mm-hmm.
That's make it
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
sadder. Yeah.
It does. It does. It
Mhm.
really does. And and thanks for sharing that, because when I seen you comment, and I said I got to get that story. I said I gotta, because I want to know what was happening, because it's like a lot of people, they see the good side of the Philippines, but they don't see the dark side. You see it sometimes. You'll see it on like a documentary, and
Mhm.
then it's,
Mm-hmm.
it's just so tragic. You can't believe it. It's like that's not happening, but you
Oh,
see these documentaries, and they're really happening.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes. Yes.
yeah,
Actually,
and
there's a recent complaint to Rafi Tulfo. I don't know if you watch it. The foreigner that being scammed by a gay dude and act like.
Oh,
Remember, that's recent, like maybe 2 weeks
yes.
ago. And this gay dude act like she's a girl. He's a girl, and then sending the picture of his friend instead of him, because of course
Yeah,
the friend is
scamming.
pretty, scamming. And
Yeah.
then the guy, I think, spent almost, I think, million, I think almost a million, more than that. Yeah, I
Uh,
think more than a
guys,
million. And
guys who are going to date a Filipina, I advise you not to flaunt your financials.
mm-hmm,
yeah,
Please don't.
yep,
That's where shifting through a very good Filipina, if you want to have one.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also that would match your
You're
ideals.
noisy, Jay. Jay, what are you doing, Jay? It's too loud because we have a new microphone, Abigail. Jay bought
Wow, that's nice.
he gonna do a recording and it's getting all the sound and Jay said, there's another plastic there because I'm selling some Shopee
Yeah,
clothes.
yeah.
It's
So
crazy.
that's one of my crazy experience as a uh
Guidance counselor.
not guidance counselor, maybe because we don't have any guidance counselor, and the DepEd recommends that us teachers should be the guidance counselor.
Okay.
Jay, 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 Jay is so loud. You need to mute yourself. It's like there's a. I don't know if you can hear
No,
us.
I had to. I my battery. I didn't put my battery in.
Jay,
Uh,
the microphone is getting all the sound, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't put my battery in. I didn't put my
okay.
battery in. So yeah, I knocked it over.
All
Yeah.
right. Go ahead,
So,
Abby.
uh, what else? Okay. Aside from, let's say, the sex dance, have you ever have you ever heard the documentary Pagpag, which means
I didn't hear that.
the
Yeah, I heard
leftover
of it.
food from a restaurant is being
Mm-hmm.
recycled to be eaten by another person.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I heard of it.
Yeah.
That's
So,
famous in the Philippines. Mm-hmm.
yeah. And when I watched it, it's just like I'm still lucky that I'm still in the province because even though we're not that rich and we're not that poor,
Mm-hmm.
I can still eat decently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, uh, yeah, that's an one caution for you guys who would date
Mm-hmm.
any nationality is do not flaunt your financials
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah,
it's a big temptation.
it's true.
It's a
Mm-hmm.
very
It
big
is.
temptation
It is.
because either you would get exploited or you exploit the person.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually what happened is sometimes they use that to to make the pretty girls like them like this is my job here in the US and they flaunt it too much. I can buy
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
this. You usually just find love, guys, online. It's really hard to find real love online, but
Before
I
I
tell
meet
there's still hope.
yeah, before I met Tim, I did encountered scumbags of of
Different nationalities.
nationality. Yes, Indian, and then there's an Australian, and then the one thing that I had with this Australian before I met really Tim is just that he's planting that he has a couple of shops in a mall in Brisbane, and I said, okay, I'm not biting into it. So when he got tired of, yeah, I'm planting all these things to you and you're not taking the cookie crumb from me.
Hmm.
He got frustrated and he called me pok pok.
What?
What's pok pok? What's that?
Pok pok means
Prostitute.
prostitute.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So I said, you had the audacity to call me a prostitute when I'm not even asking you for money?
Mhm.
Really? So yeah. Yeah. For that.
Wow.
Yeah, I said, okay, since I and what makes it more frustrating for him, I never, even though he insinuated to for me to show something, I did not give in. I said
Mm-hmm.
no. No, no,
Mhm.
no. No, 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 no. So so yeah, he got frustrated and I said, "Oh." And I thought that he was the one before Timothy.
Mhm.
So,
But he's not a
yeah.
scammer, though. He's not a scammer.
Uh, I don't know.
Because guys is not only think that girls is the one scammer around
Yeah,
the world. There's
but
also some guys who
I
scam.
think his goal is for me for him to, he may look down upon any other nationality. It's just that
Mm.
he 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 got unlucky because of me. because
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, if I'm not going to marry a Filipino, which was like my, let's say, a hunch back then because of some encounters with my fellow Filipino, it's just that, okay, let me meet someone outside.
Mhm.
And since I cannot go physically outside of the Philippines, I did resort on online dating. I did what you call this? I did Christian dating. I did Filipina. What you said? Pinay dating.com, things like that. And it's
Mhm.
just that eh, I did not feel the vibe there. So although I still have my name maybe on those dating sites, it's just inactive. So when I get several responses on the Adventist singles.com,
Mhm.
that's where I met him and another fellow Filipino. But yeah, those that other doesn't like me because this face is so plain
Mhm.
for a
Mhm.
fellow Filipino.
Yeah.
Truthfully, you may say I'm beautiful, but for a Filipino, for a man, a Filipino man, this is unrecognizable. This is plain
It's,
as vanilla.
it's
True,
not.
true, true. This face and I was kind of amazed why my husband is like that.
No, don't be amazed.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, remember?
Yeah,
No, no, don't be amazed. You know what it is, Abigail. Where he's at, it's not Filipinos running around. Like, see, Manila, not Manila, in the Philippines, it's too much competition. It's just too much, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
mm,
But when you take you and place you where he's at, it's different. Yeah,
mm.
and it's not just the face too, like Abigail said. It's not just the face. But then no, still you're not ugly. You're not ugly. Definitely.
No, I don't consider myself ugly. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah. That's
plain.
why. But no, it
No,
doesn't matter.
she
No,
said ugly, not ugly. She said plain.
Plain as
Just
no, but
plain, like
vanilla.
very simple.
no.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And maybe because some Filipinos would get shocked because
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't believe in oh, this may come as a shock, but I don't believe in best foot forward.
hmm
I believe in real foot forward
I heard that.
because that is the tendency of most Pinoys, especially
Yeah.
Filipino men, where they
hmm
put their best in front of you, and then
hmm
after the relationship is fulfilled, like, oh, my goal is her or him becoming my girlfriend, and after that it fizzles down. And then
hmm
after that, when you get married, it's just that, are you still the one that I courted? So
Yeah.
that's why I would suggest the guy, I will always suggest to a Filipino guy that, can you have it like, don't do best foot forward but real foot forward, be real with me.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a fan of lavish surprises, like, you need to remember our mansari. No, I'm not that demanding. It's just that,
hmm
remember that I'm an individual with specific needs and my needs are this. Can you
Yeah.
provide it?
I
And
was
then
yeah.
and
Go,
then
go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
and then sometimes some of my ideas were like too radical for them. So yeah, it kind of turn off. It's a turn off for them. So I said, okay, I'm not going to chase you
hmm
because sometimes some men are manipulative sad boy. In my part, I did encounter that on Filipino men. That's
hmm
sad.
Mm-hmm.
Although Filipino men are romantic because
Yeah.
I see that on my dad. It's just that I never experienced it with a Filipino man that who is interested in me.
hmm
And those ones who are interested in me, it's either they only want to do the deed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
Right now,
hurts. That hurts my pride. Am I?
no, because sometimes some foreigner, they really like, they're like a really simple girl only, like no makeup. They usually, some foreigner, they really like fall in love with a simple girl with no
Mm.
makeup, because there's
Mhm.
a lot in US. Some
Mm.
of them is like too much makeup. Like
Yeah.
me, I don't even know how to put a makeup. I just put here, and that's it. Like face powder. That's it.
I
So.
need to learn how to put makeup because my teacher said that as a teacher, especially you female teachers, you need to put
Mm,
makeup and be presentable to the students.
mm, mm,
Yeah, so that's why I kind of forced myself to learn makeup. So thankfully I do know, but it's just that if I go to a special occasion, I'm
mm,
confident that if I put my makeup on, it won't be like looked upon like, huh, where did you, who's your makeup artist? Is the
mm,
makeup artist still alive?
mm.
Things like that. But yeah, yeah, I know that he said when Timothy commented on my makeup during the wedding, it's like you're too pale. You're not you when you had your makeup. It's like, but it's our wedding. I need to be pretty for you. But you're pretty in my eyes when
Yeah, I know. I know
you don't have.
some foreigner really doesn't like a girl that's too much makeup, because
Yeah.
you remember even in some other videos in YouTube, like when they remove it, it's like it's different, like from the way it
Yes.
is. Especially some
Yes.
Chi. I see some a lot of video of Chinese, some
Chinese
Korean.
makeup
Yeah.
transformation.
Actually,
Mhm.
I was trying to look on my phone. This
Mm.
one guy that after the story about this guy that I met online, that's
Mhm.
trying to scam me.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're late. I was telling the story earlier.
Sorry.
Talagang you're late. But anyway, I was telling that story earlier, Abby, that I almost scammed by. He said that he's from US, but I think he's somewhere from Africa, and it's a
Mhm.
blood diamond. It's a blood diamond. You know the blood diamond that
Yeah,
you need to
yeah.
send money to this to clear the thing. But
Hmm.
anyway, after that, I got upset. I was scared now to talk online after that, but I still say hi to Jay after maybe few weeks. But when I met him in the single Adventist, this is an Adventist website. But anyway, there's one guy who also messaged me on Facebook, and the
Mm.
guy he looks handsome. And then he said, "Hi, I saw you in Facebook." I was like, and then I check his profile. He has only like 4 friends, so it's a little bit like
Mm,
maybe
yeah.
a little bit
Those
like a
are
scammer.
Indians. They sometimes, so those Indian guys, Indian
I
guys were
think
like,
so.
they said, "Hey baby, I love you baby. I saw you and I
He's
fell
not
in love with you baby." That's what I'm receiving. Yeah, it's like, who are you? And it's like, okay, black. I do not know you, black. So, so yeah.
cake on makeup. If I want a cake, I go to bakeries. Professor. True. But
Nah.
but anyway, this is what happened. He said he's from UK. Of course, anyone can say he's from UK. I think he's
Yeah.
from Nigeria. The previous one, he's from Nigeria because his
Mhm.
accent
Mhm.
is not really from US. And
Mhm.
anyway, and he want me to send money in ano to, Africa, somewhere in Africa. I'm trying to find the email. I cannot find it no more because I think I blocked him because I was so upset. I blocked him.
Mhm.
And then this guy in Facebook, he said, same story. I broke up with my wife. She cheated on me. You know the sad story. So you were like, oh, I'm sorry
Yeah.
to hear that. I
Manipulative sad boy.
I have 2 kids, something like that. And then he said, I have a business in Malaysia. I want you to manage it. I was like, oh my God, he's talking about money again. I was like,
Yeah.
no, I don't like to manage anything.
And okay,
Don't talk about money.
any decent Filipina would feel off when money is concerned.
I
Any
know.
Hmm.
decent Filipina. But a scammer, that's, oh, their eyes sparkle when it comes to money. But any decent Filipina guys that is, even though the talk of money is there, would cringe secretly sometimes.
And maybe he
Yeah.
thought that I will be like that. And then I said, really, can I see your kids? And then he went to, I said, I'm gonna see my kids this weekend. And he sent me a picture. I said, where are you in the picture? I said, no, it's just my kid. My kid doesn't like to take I'm taking a picture of my kid. I feel like he just get the picture from somebody else and just sent it to me. And then
Yeah.
he kept pushing me like, I have a lot of business. I have a lot of money. I want to do this in Malaysia. And I want you to manage it. I was like, no, no, no. I and then I know he's a scammer because he has only
Mm.
few friends on Facebook, and the
Mm.
way he talk is like he want me to bite it, and then he want I don't know. I feel like he's a scammer, so I stopped talking
Yeah.
to him. It's too
Yeah,
much,
yeah.
too much
Yeah.
clues.
Yeah. That's too much. And also on the Australian guy, on that Australian guy that before Timothy. He mm, I don't know or it's just me, but I
Mm-hmm.
think he's beating his that's not viewed on the camera. Yeah, beating the meat.
Oh.
I thought what, beating the meat.
Beating his meat.
I
Yeah,
thought
and it's just
I thought
like,
you say it's
why is
cooking,
he
beating
why is
the
he
meat.
doing this? Every time that I'm in the camera, it's like, and after that it was like, okay. And then after that, and when he cannot get any picture from me and told me I'm pok pok, I'm a prostitute, I blocked
Mm.
him because really you're not going to tell me that and expect me to be like, oh, please love me. No, I'm not going to chase you online.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And this is the first one that is determined to go to the Philippines. He
Mm-hmm.
said, "Okay, right now I'll go there." And I said, "Okay, okay. It is June, and there are, let's say, June. There are still 9 months left. And if you want me to really entertain you, I do time it on my vacation, like April, May.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we had this bonding with my husband, my current husband. I timed he would coordinate his vacation with mine. So I'm not busy with my work because
Mm-hmm.
as a teacher I cannot get vacation because it is a school year, and it would view me irresponsible. So
They said
yeah.
I'm gonna take off for 1 week because my husband is coming.
No, no, the principal
Right?
would be mad at me if I do that. So yeah, I do timed it with my vacation. So I said, okay, if you're really that serious with me, um time it on April or May, because there's also April and May have festivals. That's where the most festivals are. So
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
we would go there, and I kind of laid down the line that there's no nuki and kuchi happening there with me. No. And he said he was like, relax, okay, okay. And then when he gets that I was serious of not having that kind of thought with him, I said, let's get to know each other first before I do that. And if I do that, it is with a ring in my finger.
Mm-hmm.
Hypothetically, figuratively, a ring in my finger. Your signature is dried in the marriage contract before
Mm-hmm.
anything else. So
Mm-hmm.
when he saw me that I was serious about that, yeah, he maybe it's an indirect way telling me that, yeah, I need to cut you off because I cannot milk you. I cannot get the milk for free because the
Mm-hmm.
cow is expensive. I said, yeah, and I am one expensive cow.
It's crazy. Actually, I have a wow, a lot of chica minute. Another story.
Uh-huh.
This guy, he's I don't know if he's Navy. That's why I'm trying to look on my messenger if it's still there. I think whenever I got upset, I blocked them because they're like, I know you're. This guy is not a scammer, but this guy is asking me to show my how.
Oh, no,
And
no,
then
no.
he's like he's not a Navy, but he's in the army. He's from the US, but he's so young. It's like um maybe the same age like mine. And then he seems legit because I see his account. He's really an army and he's really like, he has a lot of friends. And then he said, I saw you in Facebook, blah, blah, blah. And then, and I talked to him on Facebook Messenger. And
Oh,
then he said, can you show me your, I know, I said, no. And then I
yeah,
said,
that's
I
sad.
actually block him. I am trying to find if I still have the account. I think I block him because it's like,
Mm.
I want to bring you here to US. That's his start for me right away. I want to bring you here in US. And he's a white guy too. I, I forgot his name is long time ago. Like,
Years,
wait,
years.
I didn't meet Jay. No, I didn't meet Jay yet that time.
Ah, okay. What's
So,
more risky was, since the Yahoo chat room are now gone,
mhm.
some would resort to the IRL. Those if someone is familiar, the IRL, which is some
what's
illegal
what's
chatting
IRL?
rooms.
I'm so
Ah,
stupid.
no, I don't know the specific meaning, but I kind of went to the IRL chat rooms. The IRL chat rooms were like somewhat like a Yahoo chat, but it's
Mm-hmm.
more controlled by a moderator.
Mm.
Okay.
So I did meet some of my Facebook friends there who are legit Filipina, and this
Mm-hmm.
one American guy that is who found his love in IRL.
It said
And
Mm.
IRL is in real life. That's the meaning of
no, no,
IRL.
no, no, it's a different meaning, but for those who are geek enough,
Mm-hmm.
IRL chat rooms, which it's difficult to enter, but when you enter, you have many people that you can meet there.
Mm.
Mm.
So
You're making people go to IRL chat now.
um it's difficult to do that because there's so many softwares that you need to install, like,
Mm.
Oh,
yeah, to install, so you can enter the chat room. So if you are patient enough, you can
that's
do that. but
crazy.
but yeah, some of my Facebook friends that are Filipina are are my friends legitimately in Facebook, became my friends in Facebook. And this one guy that I became friends with in Facebook has a fiance that is a Filipina that he met also in IRL. And
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
the thing is, it's nice to know that he made an effort to know Tagalog. So even though in the chat room, it's a Filipino channel chat room, he understands it. It's just yet maybe one of those lucky few who really found love truly in an IRL chat room. So that's and he also said that, oh, we also, yeah, Joel, yes, it's IRC. Sorry, thank you for the correction. It's
Oh,
IRC.
I'm about to
Yeah.
create an account in IRL. I'm joking.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
IRC chat rooms. Those type of
Joel
chat
know it,
rooms.
ah.
So yeah, you
Joel.
you met creeps, you met fun people there.
Is it the same
And
like Yahoo Messenger? Because I have Yahoo Messenger chat before.
yes,
Like, this is for people talking about sports,
yeah,
talking about education, talking
yeah,
about,
but this is more
love.
like, yeah, because they have those chat room titled Philippine channel, Pinoy love, things like that. They
Ah,
have
okay.
rooms like that.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, if one is cheap enough to do the dating sites, you can really find someone there and get involved romantically. Yeah, IRC. Thank you, Joel, for that correction.
Shout out to Jack Hobson. Thank you for the super chat. And Traveling Mexican and Jack Hobson, welcome. They become a member today. Thank you for becoming a member today.
Yeah. So yeah, Link. Well, we call
IRC.
him, his nickname is Conejo because he said that he was a chubby bunny. And I said, okay, Conejo. And then yeah, he mostly documented his love affair to
Mm-hmm.
us, the members, that he did find love with this Filipina in
Real love.
IRC. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
real love,
Oh,
because
wow.
the girl before the pandemic was already there. And
Mm.
the kid also, because he knows that she is a single mom and he wants to adopt the boy. And it's like, oh, that's cute because you understand her situation, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
The Filipina was really open about her life, and that's what is important, being
Mm-hmm.
honest with yourself. If you have this baggage, tell her. Or if the Filipina is opening up in a real way about her life, listen to her.
Sis Duan has
Because
a question.
mm,
IRC, that was old chat room, right?
yeah, yeah.
Is it old chat room?
Yeah, it's somewhat like more primitive than Yahoo chat room.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay.
IRC, more primitive.
I don't like sometimes I don't like Yahoo chat room because there's a lot of maniac
Spam,
sometimes there.
spamming,
And
spamming
also
happening there.
maniac. Like there's a lot of maniac there. It
In
depends
IRC,
on
there are also creeps there. It's just that
mm,
how you would converse to them and politely decline their advances.
mm, mhm.
Yeah, Filipinos are good at that. Politely declining or politely exploiting someone.
Yeah, yeah,
either
exactly.
either way.
Either way, so yeah.
Joel
It's
is an
fun.
expert. I'm joking. Welcome, Joel.
Yeah,
You said, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
IRC.
It's a
Yeah.
old
Thank you
school.
for the correct, yeah, old school chat room.
Anyway, what you gonna
Mm.
say, Jay?
Oh, no, I was gonna
Esi
say nothing.
Sagos, thank you for the
Thanks for
super
the super
chat.
chat, super easy Zagas. Thanks a lot, brother.
Mm.
I appreciate it.
Oh,
And no, thanks for sharing that, Abigail. I appreciate it because you know, I think people need to hear that because this
Mm-hmm.
happens in the Philippines, which you talked about all the time, and also I didn't put the video up yet, but you also spoke on before. It actually wasn't on live. You
Mm-hmm.
spoke on the kids and how old the kids that the kid a lot of kids are just having babies. You spoke about in
mm.
a video before. Actually, I didn't put it up yet. You spoke about how the young kids, like you speak to them about Planned Parenthood. You speak to them about protecting themselves, and I thought that
Mm-hmm.
was
Yes.
great that you do that. Yeah, because kids need
Mm.
that. Because babies are having babies, and it's happening too much
Mm-hmm.
in the Philippines.
Yeah. And
S-
younger than me. And I was
Yeah.
like, and more experienced than me. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, that's sad. That's sad. Yeah.
They
And
are.
for those students that I get close with, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And some were working as prostitute too.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Really?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. It's
Wow.
just that, mom, I don't have a choice. I'm
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
abused by my father or
Oh, that's usually what
grandfather
happened.
or
Mm-hmm.
an
Oh man.
uncle. And then I my dad and my mom separated and I'm abandoned. So who's going to take care of me but myself? So I
Mm-hmm.
have no choice but to resort to do this. And I said, yeah, but is there anything else? That I feel dirty, she said. I feel dirty that I'm doing it and I'm aware of that. It's just that, who can you help me? It's like I don't have, although I have, let's say, maybe the means or the place that they can stay with, but it's just that there are too many restrictive laws that might complicate the life of that student. That's why she said, yeah, I need to be independent from my mom and my dad, because my mom and my dad have another family, and I had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and two cases of that, I encountered two cases of that. One is a guy, but he did not resort to being a prostitute, but he became a farmer. He
Mm-hmm.
is working as a farmer, and farmers in the Philippines here is not as lucky as a farmer in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
They are dirt poor. he is
Mm-hmm.
dirt poor. And and because of his experience of being abandoned, luckily a neighbor kind of took care of him. But in order for him do to be at that place of that neighbor, he needs to help the neighbor. And that's why he would take an absence of 2 weeks, because there would be like harvesting of certain vegetable.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
the good thing is, he knows his worth, and he doesn't want to stay on that situation. So currently he's now, I think, training for something that he would go abroad. And I would wish that would he would accomplish that, and be be a person that can contribute positively to the society.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's good. But no, I know it is hard for a lot of farmers here. And it's sad because you said that some of them were even selling their body. And they're
Mm-hmm.
they're under 18 years old, right?
Yes, under 18.
Oh man, that's sad.
And
Sad.
then I heard, I did not ask her or be confirmed, but there is this certain student of mine which she was abused by an uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
That's why her let's say her view of herself is really
Very deep.
low,
Oh.
really
yeah,
low. Yeah. So
it
yeah,
happens.
and some of the guys would say that, oh, she's not a virgin anymore, and I would really get mad. So what? I would say, so I got angry back then. So what if she's not? And if it's true, so what? What's your business about it? Who are you
Judge.
to judge her?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because some girls
Mm-hmm.
go through that, they get abused or raped, and then they become hypersexual. Like they,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
they
She
have
was,
sex
she was.
more. See,
Mm-hmm.
it
She was,
happens.
and yeah, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's due to experiments also,
Mhm.
because talking about sex is very taboo in a
Mhm.
Filipino
Mhm.
culture.
Mhm.
You would know sex when you had a husband.
Mm-hmm.
That's the old, let's say,
Traditional
old
way.
yeah, the traditional way for a sex education. But I think the
Mhm.
government at least supporting sex education. And I'm just lucky that even though I don't have that kind of guidance, and thankfully I have that kind of, let's say, restraint on myself, is that did not I'm not on the same situation as any other kids back then.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, I'm happy that you're teaching, that you're really taking the time and teaching the kids and going far, because you're not a sex education teacher. Like when I was growing up and in the school system, we had sex education teachers.
Mhm.
I know in the Philippines they don't have that, so it's good that you're actually taking the time out to talk to kids about sex education.
Mhm.
So I know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mhm.
I know
No,
that you're
this
doing
is
that. Yeah.
this is within the curriculum.
Okay.
But sadly, the older generation teachers don't want even to tackle that, because it is deemed private
Hmm.
and not to be talked about. So yeah, I don't know if I'm just the only one on my school, but um I'm aware that I'm the only one talking about it openly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Right.
think more need to do it. More need to do it because what's happening? Like for instance, when I was growing up, and I know a lot of people here may have experienced that too. You know, you can get condoms in school when I was growing up. I
Cool.
know that's not possible in the Philippines, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So that needs to be something that's done, like to where you can get condoms in the school, because there's kids that are still doing it and they're still having babies, and kids are still getting serious diseases too.
Mm,
Actually, in
Kids are still
that's
getting
Thailand,
serious
they're just
diseases.
giving it away to
That's
a
good.
high school student. Like, oh, they're gonna
Yeah.
say, "Oh, teacher, we're gonna give away." condom. I was like, what? I was like, what? It's like condom for me is like they use that only like the adult already buying it in the store, but
Mm-hmm.
they're giving it for free because there's a lot of level-rated students there that's only like 14, 15 years old. They're experimenting too much. It's too level-rated in Thailand
No.
compared to the Philippines, I can
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
say.
God. When there was a
I
time
was
when
shocked. Like,
condom
what?
was like given away at the school, the people, the, the students blew up the condom and just, make it a toy.
Oh man.
They did not take it seriously. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, ma'am, we know how to put the condom, but it's fun to play with it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, and it's like, really, yeah, and
Yeah.
also, I don't know if periods. Well, if when some of the, let's say, company go to the school, have a sex education about periods, my
Mm-hmm.
goodness, the number one thing that a napkin will happen, the napkin that is given away freely, you will find it sticking at the chalkboard with a Naruto village sign on the head, on the and or a more daring kid would put it under here, and would, do the Naruto run, anime run. So
Mm-hmm.
no, that's how, let's say, free that 2 lakhs.
Actually, Sis Duan said, Sis Abigail, you should really look into becoming a school counselor, especially when you go to US.
Yeah.
You are the perfect person for it. And she said again, it will eliminate all these problems like abortion, STDs. I think she's talking about when it's come to ano.
Yeah.
Isi Sagot
Thank you,
said,
ate.
Isi Sago said, you could get condoms in Chicago as well. Sex education was a part of the physical education program. Yeah, it is, right? It is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It
she said it
is.
Mm.
is. Yeah.
It
But
is.
during
It
our time,
But
it's not.
but
Yeah.
it's still taboo though. It's still
It's
taboo.
it
Like,
Yeah.
it's
oh,
taboo. It's taboo
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Anyone who's listening that did not grow up, I think Ate Duwan could relate to that, because there is no sex education back in the days of me and Ate K.
Yeah, back in our
Eh,
days.
yeah.
because that is a no topic.
Well, the sex education they had was,
The biology
deal
subject.
with no
Yes.
deal with guys. Don't deal with guys or else. I know that's
No,
how K's
no.
father
The
was.
only time the sex education was being talked about, if it's in biology, when the teachers talk
Yes.
about sex organ,
Or
when I was in second year high school.
reproductive system. And
Yeah,
yes,
that's
it's
the
sad
Yeah.
only
to
time.
say, I just currently knew about this like months ago, that the age of consent in the Philippines is 12 years old.
It
Yeah.
It's
is.
a
Yeah.
law. It's a
They,
law, and
they,
it's like,
they were
I
actually
They,
working
didn't.
on raising it. They were working on
mhm,
raising that, but it didn't.
Mm,
The law didn't pass. The law still didn't pass yet, but they're working on
mm-hmm,
raising it. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
they
But
said, they dropped a comment. They should raise the age of consent to 18. And then Hook said it's lack of guidance and curiosity. Curiosity. They're being
Yes,
yeah.
because
curious.
we may be let's say a developing country when it comes to the sex talk. It's just
Mm-hmm.
that the culture plays a vital role, that it is not really talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And still in the province, when you openly talk about, oh, this sex blah blah blah, or anything that is just educational, they would consider you bastos or rude.
And
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
true.
you're so bastos.
Or maniac. Or
It's
like, what are you talking
Cliff and
about?
Yes.
Cliff and Roos said it. They said education is always more effective than hoping they won't experiment. That's what they would
Yeah.
do here in the
Yes,
Philippines.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree with
Mm-hmm.
that statement. It's
Mm-hmm.
just, it's sad that they don't consider protecting themselves for the sake of pleasure.
Yeah.
Because most
Mhm.
of my students who experience and who are active would say that condoms impede
The
feeling.
feeling. Yeah, you told me that.
Actually, the
Yeah.
first time I we tried a condom is when before we got married. Jay, I was like, Jay, no, because I don't like to get pregnant. Like, we're gonna get married in a month, and then I want to be married in church, right? I was like, Jay, You need to buy condom. I don't like to get pregnant because I know that the pastor gonna check the pregnancy
even
test
even
or you're pregnant. I got
even
scared.
one of my fellow
It
colleagues
doesn't feel good. Nothing at
said
all.
that it doesn't feel good. And this is
Yeah.
from a fellow colleague. Like, no, Abby, don't try it with your husband. Condom doesn't feel good.
Mhm. It is
And
not.
like,
It's not. Promise.
and I said, okay. So yeah, and they aside from the contraceptive pills, they don't know what is a morning after pill.
Uh, Jay, why the camera is on me?
Oh,
Just
sorry,
focus.
sorry, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, and and most are, let's say, the society in the Philippines, when you get married, yeah, pressures you to have a kid.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
I can
that's
feel
annoying.
everything, the pressure, everything to have a
It's
kid.
just that maybe the pressure lessened because of the pandemic, and they
Mhm.
understand that my husband is in the other side of the river, of the
Mhm.
ocean. It's
Mhm.
just that, oh, when you get there, get pregnant already, because I said, okay, why are you pressuring yourselves?
Yeah, I know. Sometimes you're only gonna say it's just mind your own business, but you're trying to be respectful. So that's why sometimes people need to be sensitive on what they're gonna say. Like, oh, why you not having baby yet? You get married for a long time, you know. But anyway, that's very sensitive topic for me.
Yeah,
Especially
but
me, Jay and I are trying, you know. But
yeah, it's just that they say that when you grow old, this is one of those Filipino toxic cultures we have, that
mhm.
um you need to conform to the society's expectation,
Mhm.
especially with the family that you're building. And that's sad, because are you going to raise the kid right? That's would be the question first. Are
Mhm.
you financially ready to raise a kid?
That's actually I'm always telling them like there's pandemic right now. You don't like to have if I'll get pregnant, I'll be very thankful. But I really it's really not safe right now to deliver a baby during pandemic. But if I will be pregnant, that would be good. But I was
Mm-hmm.
always saying it's pandemic right now. I don't like to have a baby yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's my excuse. But I really want to have a baby. But
Eh,
sometimes people don't understand. Like stop asking me that question.
yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's
Abby,
yes.
the professor said, "Dear Abby's column is published daily at TBFT."
Thank you, Professor.
Hulk Hulks. Anyway, Cliff and you have a safe trip. They're already traveling to the Philippines. They're already in the
Wow.
Yes.
airport right now, traveling for good. Have a safe trip, guys, and hope to
Yeah.
see you here soon, or if ever, if it's possible. But if it's not, it's okay. But happy trip. Hulk said, "A subject you're not bringing up, and I'll start at home. If your parents don't educate you, then you will fall into the trap."
Yeah,
And
that's
That's true.
true.
Yeah.
But it's part of the culture not to talk about it. Hulk Hulk.
My
That's
mother was the
sad.
first person. My mother was the first person that told me about condoms and actually gave me condoms. My mother actually gave
uh,
me condoms. Yeah.
Mm.
And
And
I was 11 years old when she did it.
okay, that's why.
No, my mom. I can't let my mom. I gotta tell you about my mom, Abby. My mom has never
Mhm.
hid anything from me. She's told me everything. I even know about family secrets at the age of 8 years old.
Ah,
Seriously, yeah. My mother. Yeah, I
Jay
grew
that's
up
it.
become
fast.
chismoso at the age of 8 years old. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, no, it's good also to know that how to be aware also with yourself,
She made me
because
mature. I grew up fast because of her, and I think I
yeah,
needed to. Where I was
big
from, it was a fast environment. Yeah.
mm,
We
it's sad.
try. We actually try it, and I say to JJ, just release it every time.
Pull
Because
out.
it's really not good. It's really not good, right? But pull
No,
out.
no.
No.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know, but okay, let me share something. It's really, let's say, very personal, because of how naive I was back then.
Mhm.
I
Mm.
think I met men who are, let's say, hyper when it comes to that, and I think I almost fell a victim of rape back then.
Oh,
Mm.
Luckily, I'm
what?
not. It's just that what happened. Okay, there was this certain construction at the house, And it
Mm-hmm.
was like I was like 7, 8 years old back then. And
Mm.
it's like this certain guy, like I was lying on the bed. So I know that there's construction, but he went to the bed and lay next to me, and he described his parts. And then this should go to my part. And then I said, "Oh, okay." And then suddenly my aunt went to the room and he went out quickly on the window that was open back then. And it was like I never realized it that I almost fell a victim of rape back then
Mm.
Mm.
until like I was in my 20s. Like, did I did
Uh,
Oh, sorry.
almost almost fell victim, almost fell victim as rape? And I said, oh, thankfully, I think the Lord God really saved me from that. If
mm-hmm.
not for my aunt suddenly calling me, I may be, let's say, I may be
Mm-hmm.
hypersexual. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's just how naive I was because the lack of sex education back then
Mm-hmm.
and how traditional Filipinos are when it comes to talking about intimacy in the bedroom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Very sensitive. That's a very sensitive topic, but it's
Mm,
really good that they have sex education because kids nowadays are very experimental. Especially like, oh, if
true.
they know that this is what's going to happen, you can get sick if ever it's without condom. They will really very do it safely or not doing it at
Yeah.
all. But in
I
our
do.
time, we don't have any topic about it in the past. But I'm happy that we
That's
never,
why
you know.
now that I'm enlightened with contraceptives and anything that would prevent it, unplanned pregnancy, I do advocate to my kids that hey, if you are active, do this. Be a responsible person, not to bring out another person into the world that you're not ready of.
Mhm.
Yeah. Just like what Kuya Jay said,
Mm-hmm.
babies bringing out another babies. So yeah.
Jay is trying to show my guys. That's my. I know I'm selling some stuff in Shopee. That's at the back of Jay. I have a sale right now. Jay, you're showing your background. I have 40% off, guys. That's it over there in the cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
Jay is
So
showing it.
yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, but no, it's really like that. And I be sharing everything. Like by the time we done, I was gonna say, yeah, I remember I remember when this happened. But no, that's good. No, I'm letting you talk about it because this is things that happen in the Philippines. It happens all around the world, but it happens a lot in the Philippines. It happens a lot in the Philippines. Like there's a lot of situations, especially on farms, where you'll find a guy that has a farm, and a lot of guys over there. I don't know why I always hear stories like that.
Mhm.
They end up raping their daughters. What's going on with the guys that have farms raping their daughters? I keep hearing about in the
I
Philippines.
know there is a
Yeah,
bunch of story like that. Actually,
yeah.
before in the past, there's like a show in ABS-CBN, like this
Mm.
the True to Life story. I don't know if you watch
MMK?
those. Not MMK. Before that, there's really like they really show the exact what happened to the girl being
Soko?
raped.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it was long time
Soko?
ago. I think maybe it was like when I was
Calvento
like
Files?
something like that. Yeah,
Ah,
that's
okay,
crazy. Like
okay.
they really, I think that's Calvento Files when they're showing a
Mm.
bunch of kids being raped by the janitor in school. Sometimes
Yeah.
throwing away in the what do you call that in the balloon? What do you call balloon in English? I
Well,
forgot. In the
well.
well, right?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't
yeah.
know if you remember that story. There's like a bunch of story about a
That's
person
why
being raped.
that
Yeah.
makes myself cautious about because of that. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I remained a virgin until I met my husband.
I met you.
Yeah, because of the fear. Because of the
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
fear. It's just that, but really, I said, if I'm going to give up my virginity, at least to someone I love.
Mm-hmm.
that's why I, and also by the upbringing of my aunt and my mom, do not get pregnant while you're outside of the wedlock,
Mm-hmm.
because that would put shame on the family and
Mhm.
also to you, because society looks differently on a person, especially a woman who is a single mother.
Mm-hmm.
And and that would make some guys view you as something easy.
Guys
Mhm. Oh
do.
Because
yeah. Actually, my
yeah.
friend, I have a friend in when I was working in a call center before, and then she was so naive. She was so young, not young, maybe like she's maybe like 6, 7 years younger than me. So she's
Mm,
young that time. So she was working with me in Samsung account, and then we have a trainer, and this trainer is old already, like maybe 10 to 15, no, maybe 10 years old than no,
her.
I'm working in Microsoft, 10 to 15, 10 years old, older than her. And then
Mm,
she said, he always saying hi to me. And one time, we date outside, we hold hands, and then we become together. And then after that, after some time, she got pregnant.
mm,
And she got a baby with the guy, and they broke up also because the guy is also dating another agent in the same company, dating another girl, but the girl was left the company already. She already outside around Cebu that time. So it's like
mm.
he's still in the relationship with that girl in Cebu that's my co-agent before, while doing a two-timer thing. But anyway, after some time when I come back to the Philippines from Thailand, I met her because she's like a close friend of mine. Thank you so much for the super chat. Show clip and you a good time fan from the professor. Yeah, sure. If we able to meet them, if they are no. Anyway, she told me that there's a lot of guys courting her, right? And then I was
Mm.
like, but the only thing with the guy that courting her, they always think like she's easygoing because she already have a kid,
Yes,
and they
yes.
think like she just gonna give in and have sex with them or
Yep.
with the guy because she already
Yeah.
have a kid. So
That's
her it's lower the
yeah, that's the double standard of the society.
hmm
If the guy if the guy has many, you know, promiscuous, that's nothing. But if the girl got pregnant, things would be like she is looked down upon, which is sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah. Mhm.
No, it's true, and that's what happened with Kay. With because you and Kay from the same well, yeah, from the same family.
Mhm.
With Kay, with her side on her father's side of the family, everyone from where her father was from, they kept seeing girls getting pregnant at a young age, 16, 15 years old, and
Mhm.
so from that alone, Kay and her sisters, they were scared. They were scared because the father would, tell them, "Hey, look, I don't want you to end up like that."
Yes, and
And
also Uncle
mm-hmm.
June is really strict. I
Yeah, he
know Uncle
was.
June
He
is
was.
strict.
He didn't
and
play.
and also with Glyza, Ate Kay's sister, she i i we are not matured back then in like high school. We don't we don't care about who has the nicest makeup in the face,
Mm-hmm.
and we are still, playing Chinese garter and jackstone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we just don't care. And I think I'm happy with the environment that I have back then in high school, because we don't focus on the physical things. Although let's say there would be like, hey, this other classmate of ours are guapo, I mean, has handsome, but we don't take it seriously. And seeing Uncle Jun then, he's really strict, and I know that his strictness has something to he's reasonable with his strictness, because like
Mm-hmm.
they are all women,
yeah,
and he
we're six
doesn't.
girls, guys.
All
Yes.
girls. Yeah.
And I know the feeling of how strict my mom and my aunt to me, because he said you need to value yourself more, and that's what was
Mm-hmm.
kind of ingrained to us. Value yourself more. So when you get a partner, he would value you most. because
Mhm.
you value yourself more.
Mm-hmm.
So my aunt continued to pray that I would meet a guy who would be responsible. And I think prayer, guys, do your prayers also. Ask the
Mhm.
Yes.
Lord. Yeah. Although you're not, let's say, let's say, all of us here are Adventists, but some are not. Ask for God for your true partner, whether she is
Mm-hmm.
a Filipina or not. Yeah, prayer helps finding your future partner.
And
You
also,
you know
if
what I
the
want to talk
person,
about?
go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
Jay. Huh?
You
What?
go ahead, Ken. No, you finish first. You
No, no.
finish first.
Also,
I'm going to
if
switch
you
up
also
topic a little
find
bit.
someone that is really into God, you're gonna find out that, of course, you're gonna be scared to sin, like lie to you, because it's really sinful to
Yeah.
lie. So it's really
Mm-hmm.
good that God is to be the center of your relationship. That's very
Yes,
important.
yes.
And
I want to talk about this because like it's I'm switching the top a little bit because like what I mentioned earlier, right? When I talked about guys and we talked about online how guys are creating entitled Filipinas. Like you spoke about the
Yeah.
girl, and before
Mm-hmm.
that I spoke about guys creating entitled Filipinas. Now, what happens is guys created the entitled Filipinas by being overly, the super nice guys, the blue pill dudes I spoke about earlier.
The
Now,
idealistic ones.
yeah, now the crazy thing is those guys, those same guys that are pushed to the side because they're too nice, they actually a lot of Filipinas like that.
Mm-hmm.
Filipinas love that attitude, that guy that wants to give roses and a guy that's sweet and the guy that's caring. That guy actually, don't get me wrong, they still want the bad boy too, but Filipinos actually go for that. There's a lot of Filipinos that go for that guy.
Mhm.
Filipinos
It's
are
different. Yeah,
naturally romantic.
yeah,
They
yeah.
Mhm.
like gestures like
Mm-hmm.
giving you flowers on Valentine's or
Yeah,
celebrating Mansari. Guys, be prepared for the Mansari, especially if your Filipina girl is really
yeah.
matampuhin.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if she would get tampo when you forgot when did you became officially together.
Mm-hmm.
But
So,
also get a suggestion from Jay, because Jay told me right away, I don't celebrate Monsory right
Oh,
away.
I had to tell her. Yeah. No.
So just let your Filipino know that you don't celebrate
No.
Monsory if you
No. What
don't.
happened? Yeah, I had to
Jay
because
said, I
no,
don't
it was too
celebrate
much.
Monsory.
I tried it. I did try it, right, Kay? Like Kay would say, I had Muncie, and I'd be like, Kay, you remember the month? Like, I don't remember the date. She remembered the date on the month, and like every time I'd be like, I
I
said, Kay, I
remember
can't
when
do it.
he asked,
Yeah.
I want to marry you. I remember that. I remember the date. We should celebrate that as well. But she said, no, don't celebrate. And then the Monsory, when we come together, it's too much celebration. So the
It
only time
was.
we
It
celebrate
yeah.
was.
is our wedding anniversary and
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
birthdays. That's
it.
the only time
And
we
birthdays.
celebrate.
birthdays. Yeah.
Yes, and also luckily with me and team, I don't count the months because counting the months means you're counting also when your relationship will be done.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of
Yeah,
true.
I don't like that, and I don't like
Yeah.
counting the months. Because yeah, counting it is like counting down your doom or the doom of the relationship. So I don't do that, and also it's expensive. You
It
would be
is.
running out of ideas how to be creative with your surprises. And I
Mhm.
said, no,
I
I don't
told
like.
Kay that. I told her that. I said, babe, I don't surprise a lot, but when you surprise a lot, you get mixed up, like, and that's what happens with
But
guys.
Jay's always having surprise from me all the time. If it's his
Well,
birthday, but
in a way, that's how it's supposed to be, and I'll tell you why. No, no, no,
Mm,
seriously, a woman should honor the man more than the man honors the woman, and it's true because when it's done the other way around, that's when you get guys that are being taken advantage of in the states. And then
mm,
same thing happens. Those same guys go online and they do this with Filipinas, and then they get taken advantage of and wonder why. And then you hear a lot of times I get guys that come on videos all the time and say, "Oh, well, no, Filipinas are not doing this." Like you have a certain guy that says, "Oh, because they got done wrong by Filipina, but they did the same thing that they did in the states, in the Philippines,
yeah.
and then wonder why it's like that." Because they were the same
That's
guys. Oh, babe, anniversary, yeah, Mansuri, and they get so excited and they're like a woman too.
uh,
It's true.
actually,
It's
thankfully,
true.
Clip and Gu
thankfully,
said,
I'm not.
Mansari were killing me. Mansari were
Yeah.
no
No,
Mansari Rue, no Mansari.
Yeah.
when I had my first Filipino boyfriend, like he's younger than me, and he said, "Oh, let me celebrate our mansari." It's like, can we? I said to him, "Can we not celebrate it because I am too busy, and sometimes I do forget. I would be very sorry, but a greeting would be good, but you don't have to do a gesture."
Oh
What?
man. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
that's and
go.
he
You're
said,
trying to kill me.
okay, if you're into that, okay, I will do that too. It's like, hey, happy Mansari, but the gesture like the chocolates and the roses, I said
Yeah.
I do not I like the chocolates but ignore the roses. I don't I'm not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not, so that's why
Oh man.
I'm so low maintenance, like
That's good.
1.11%.
No, K is very low maintenance too. K is low maintenance.
Yeah,
K
Yeah,
is
and
sometimes
extremely
I'll
low
just say, "Oh,
maintenance.
there's so nice flowers in the mall,"
Yeah, I
and
know.
Jay,
I do have to give K flowers more. I do. I do. I don't.
mhm,
I'm so bad with that. I've always been, but the thing is, what I love about K, and I'm sure you're the same too, Abigail. Like for instance,
mm,
K. Everybody knows K does tie tie shopping, right? So when we in tie tie, like the other day, I got an argument with her for it was my fault for no reason. I'm a little bit mean, and then
no
she let me
meanness,
hear about it
meanness.
today. I mean I am a little bit mean. I can't help myself. But anyway, right? What happened was I know I got Kay upset. She was almost to tears, and I know I'm looking crazy on live, but I did it. And
mm.
so I said, man, I got Kay upset. I said, what am I gonna do? We were at Tai Tai. The thing is, at Tai Tai, because Kay's so low maintenance, she can get clothes there. And at Tai Tai, you can get a real nice dress for like 300 pesos for like, what's that? Six
300 pesos
dollars.
is still expensive.
It is expensive, but no, Abigail, you know the dresses you can get there, and it's
Yeah,
cheap. Yeah, and I'm telling you,
Actually, the
yeah,
300 pesos
yeah,
dress that you able to buy there, you will see it online for 600.
yeah, yeah. See,
yeah,
or even 1,000, or even 1,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just that
and
I'm still sometimes my aunt would have this sigh on me. Why are you not um spending more on clothes? A bit of cosmetics. So you're a woman. It's like, auntie, no, I'm not that. It's just that I'm more of a gadget guy.
Mhm.
I'm more of a gadget woman. But
mm-hmm,
I make sure I don't ask my gadgets to
mm-hmm,
those person that I'm in a relationship with. The
yeah,
Mhm.
laptop that I have is a hard earned money from me. I'm not
mm-hmm,
going to
mm-hmm.
ask. I did not ask it on my husband. The cell phone that I have, I did not get it from my husband.
And that's a good one. The one said, "This the
Mm.
flower. Give us bags." K and ask K. K, what do I do? K, what do I get you? Right, Joanne, right? Tell the truth, K. What do I get you?
Jay bought me a
I,
dress.
I always
I'm not
get you
trying to ask him
bags.
to buy me dress,
I
but
get her
sometimes,
bags.
guys, you know the feeling when you're blogging. It's not like you always need to be. When I blog, I usually want to be in the mood. Like once you're in a bad mood, I feel like I don't like to be fake. Like happy and I'm really sad. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so sad inside. I'm not like that. I'm not fake. So I was like, Jay is keep saying this. I was like, oh. And then anyway, he got me this dress that I'm wearing. That's
Nice.
my
I
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's what
it.
she's
I
wearing
like
this
now.
it.
one.
Show it, kid, show it. Look at that.
This is actually
That's what I like
nice.
that you can do there. Yeah,
Yeah, I like it.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is very nice, Abby. We bought it for I
It
think
is.
230 pesos
Yeah, yeah.
for
Oh
this.
yeah, yeah,
And
that's cheap.
this is nice quality. And
Mm.
anyway, I got three dress.
Yeah.
It
If I
will
would
be on my
have a
channel,
bag,
guys.
if I would ask for a bag, maybe a laptop bag, and it would be a backpack, not
Mhm.
not the handbag. I'm not a handbag girl. I'm a backpack girl.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and that I don't know why my ex boyfriend,
The monthsary
uh
guy.
the no mansari guy would wouldn't understand that I was so limited. No, I want you to lavish with this. No, I do not. If you want to send me something, send me chocolate, or you can make a delivery on Jollibee. Make
Mm-hmm.
sure that is peach mango pie and choco float. That's all. That's all. I said, I
Clipenu said, Donna, I am 3 Michael Kors bags deep. I rather flowers. Well, me, I'm not expensive in bags, guys. I don't have like,
no, no, I'm not
any popular
backpack.
bags. Not at all. It's too
Mm,
expensive. It's too
mm,
much. I can't even have it. I don't like to have it.
no. I may have handbags here, but those handbags remained useless.
I
Back
know.
Backpacks to me.
I'll let them correct you. Help Coke.
Let's
Let's
oh
talk about
caldereta.
Caldereta.
caldereta. It's
Yeah,
not
Caldereta.
caldereta.
caldereta. It's but I think he
L.
pronounced it the way he's saying it. That's why. But it's
Ah,
caldereta.
Caldereta.
oh, there are so many Filipino cuisines that are still
Jay like that
unknown.
before.
Unknown. Although it is famous to have the adobo because how simple it is to cook with.
Mm-hmm.
There are still many
Dish.
cuisines,
Mm-hmm.
dishes. Do not go to high-end restaurants for those dishes.
Yeah.
Better yet, go to turo-turo. Those restaurant that are just on the sidewalk, and
Mm.
you just point what you want to eat.
That's right.
Those
So
are
But
the
turo
best.
but
turo.
but
Even
Those are
Abigail,
the best.
those are good in the province, not so much Manila.
yeah,
Oh,
because in
Yeah.
Manila there is not some is not clean. Like
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
try that if it's
yeah.
not clean, you need to be choosy as well. If you wanna
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
go to
yeah,
the
yeah.
turo turo,
True,
make sure
true.
the place is clean because sometimes they wash the dishes in the used water
Ah,
already.
true.
Yeah.
True,
Especially this
true, true.
pandemic, it's really
Yes.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But in the
Yeah, but
province, I think it's okay.
yeah, yeah, in the province, and also if you want to, why not go to their specialty products?
Mm-hmm.
Laguna has like a few. In my town, banana what you call this? Yung ubod ate, ubod.
Mm-mm.
How do you coconut sprout?
Uh-huh, okay.
I don't know if
Jay doesn't like the is that the ano coconut sprout? The sprout?
ubod ate, ubod ng nyog.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, the coconut sprout.
I call that coconut meat.
Oh, really?
Is that coconut meat? Like the
No.
one? Oh no, okay.
No, no, no. And also, I think this is not, this is a specialty, kulawo. Kulawo is grilled eggplant with burned coconut milk.
Mm.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't taste that yet, kulawo.
Not yet, kulawo. Yeah.
No, hindi pa.
No,
Not yet. Yeah.
it's a San Pablo specialty.
Oh no, I taste this
S-
already. I taste this already,
Salmon
Jay.
sinigang.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Salmon, but
Jay's
yes,
not
yes.
no,
favorite.
not no more, not no more. But salmon sinigang.
But
I
there
don't eat
would
the
be
sinigang anymore, really.
ah,
Kulawo is delicious. Oh my
yes.
gosh, I
Mm-hmm.
like that one.
Yes, how
Mm-hmm.
the burnt coconut milk complements the grilled eggplant. So yeah.
Actually, Jay's favorite is langka,
Yes,
guys.
ate. Yes, ate, the one. It's the white
Ginataang
stuff.
langka. He likes that.
Yeah, I like langka.
Oh,
I love langka.
Ano to?
Yeah.
Yeah, sinigang na
Actually, we gotta get some.
salmon.
Okay, we have to get some. The
Yeah,
langka.
we
That's
can still cook that because we can
yeah.
still use mushroom seasoning. I don't need to put too
Mm-hmm.
much. But Jay's
mm.
love that. And caldereta is one of Jay's favorite as well. But
Yeah, I
he
love
Oh,
don't
it.
eat beef
nice.
no more
We
for
don't beef no
almost
more. Yeah.
eight
Mm,
months now. So
Mm-hmm.
we cannot eat that
mm.
caldereta. Even bulalo, Jay's favorite. We cannot eat it
Yeah.
Uh,
anymore.
I love bulalo. Yeah. No more.
no, bulalo is too oily for me.
I know
Yeah.
it's too ano also
Too
it's too much
oily. But although
beef.
I do specialize in vegetarian kare-kare.
Okay.
The, yeah, and
I love
also
vegetarian kare kare.
Yeah, yeah,
Love it.
yeah.
yeah, and also I think the first thing that Tim tasted with my cooking would be vegetarian sinigang and vegetarian kare-kare. So
Well,
yeah.
Well,
What's the vegetarian sinigang? The
well, for
without
me,
just no fish.
No
they make
fish
it at
and
they make it at what's the name? What's the name of that store? Uh, the store we go to sometimes. Forget, get Abigail.
and mm, the vegetarian sinigang would, yeah, you opt all the meat, but you
Hmm.
have fish sauce.
But
Ah, okay.
That's
Hulk,
all.
I was gonna say for a foreigner, is it hard to watch your weight there? Actually, it's not hard to watch your weight. What
Yes,
happens
true.
is, as a foreigner, you can get caught up in the Filipino drinking ways, and that's what I got caught up first in. I got caught up in that. When you drink like a Filipino, you get the San Miguel. You get that for like a dollar each bottle. For a big bottle, you get it for like a
Yes.
dollar 25. You get it like a big 40 ounce, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you end up drinking those and you pound them down like it's nothing, and then that's what keeps your weight. But as far as if it's not that, it's actually easy to keep your weight down in the Philippines.
Hulk,
With the
Hulk,
food.
yeah, let me comment on that Hulk.
Hmm.
Hulk, if you are going to the province, there are less fast food.
Yeah,
And
Mm-hmm.
if you are not used to eating vegetable, I know you can keep your weight down.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, but in cities like where Ate K and Kuya J are, there
Hmm.
are fast food available. So I don't know if your goal is to lose weight, avoid those fast foods.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Always make sure you, if your girlfriend can cook, just make sure that she prepare, because sometimes if you're outside, you tend to buy outside, because like, oh,
Yeah,
we're gonna go home, we're
that's how you
hungry
gain weight.
already. That's why
yeah,
we need to, before we leave the house, we need to be eating already. Or if ever the only food we're eating outside is tacos and bangsilog, because we
Ye-
cannot eat other food. That's it. Or if we can find vegetarian restaurant, that's the only way we can eat
yeah. But
outside.
it would be expensive when you're
It
going to a
is. It's
specialized
we don't eat fast food no
restaurant.
more. Hmm.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
so yeah, if you are not picky, I think most vegetables that you haven't encountered in the US, and you are, I guarantee the freshness of those vegetables.
Ay,
Yeah.
the one said, do use langka as an alternative for pulled pork. Actually, Jay thought that langka is chicken. Tastes like chicken for him.
Yeah,
The
it did.
langka.
Yeah, Kay made it good one day. But
Mm.
Comic Con, Coin Gallery. And a question said, "Good afternoon, guys. Have any of
What's
you
the
made
pork
pork
pastillas?
pastillas? Is a
Uh,
Spanish Puerto Rican dish."
mm, I don't know if, well, I know chicken pastel. It's like chicken pot. I don't know. But
Hmm.
pork pastiles,
Is this the one? I don't know.
Well, is that it? I don't know.
It looked
tamales,
like,
that's tamales, ate.
I know. What's pork
Let me see.
pastillas?
I'm gonna show it right now. Let me pull it up. Pork
Yeah.
No,
But
it shows here
pastillas.
pasteles de masa. This is how it looks like. Pasteles
Yeah,
de
that is. Yeah,
masa. I
that's
know
it.
that.
That's it.
mm,
I think it is.
Is that made of pork or is just named like that?
No, it's made of pork. It's Puerto Rican pastillas. I'm gonna show it right now.
Ah.
Let me share my screen and let me see the Puerto Rican pastillas. 1 second. Let me
Ah,
just
there's
take
a
this
meat
off screen.
inside because we have like
Yeah.
this here. We call that suman and
tamales.
it's
We
sweet
have it
tamales.
tamales.
Oh, that's tamales. Okay. So yeah. So
Yeah.
they've had it before.
No,
It's
no,
this one.
no.
Mm.
It's all made of rice or no. It's different.
Oh, it's different than this. Okay. Puerto Rican
Yeah.
pastillas.
Yeah, maybe because maybe there are a different version of
Oh,
that.
making and serving pastillas at Christmas time is a Puerto Rican tradition.
What's the inside?
Pastillas, it's
Green
type of
beans.
tamal made with pork and adobo stuffing,
Ah, we don't.
Mm.
encased in a
I don't
green
think we
plant and
have that
masa,
here.
and wrapped in banana leaves. You have something
Okay.
similar. What do you make? What are y'all wrapping
It's
banana
made
leaves,
of
Kay?
Tamales, we
rice,
have tamales here.
Mm-hmm.
Tamales and suman. But
Okay.
yeah, I know tamales is
glutinous rice.
derived from the Spanish cuisine of tamales. It's just
Mm-hmm.
that we make it we made it our own. So the Filipino version of that, yeah, is chicken.
Oh, there's a tamales made of chicken.
Yes.
Oh, really? I never taste that.
Yes.
The only
Yeah,
tamales.
because
One of
we don't eat
my
pork.
one,
Too Comic Con. We don't eat pork.
Yeah, we don't eat
yeah.
pork at all.
We don't
So
eat pork.
so
But
yeah. And also, if you are not picky as a traveler, do not be picky and be
hmm
adventurous with with food, especially with nutritious ones. But if you are really picky, I mean really adventurous, there would be cuisines that are can be recommended.
You just
Like
need to be
balut.
careful, guys. If you're traveling,
Yeah,
stop buying water if it's they're selling it in the bus or anywhere. We usually bought it in 7-Eleven or in we know that regular store because some of the people they actually put a water. They recycle the old bottle, not
yeah,
the used
true.
bottle. So make sure you
but
don't buy it in the bus
well,
or
Hulk. What happened when I first came to the Philippines? I ended up I stopped drinking, then I ended up drinking again, and then I blew up like a balloon. And eating fast food, I was eating fast food. Kano's, I would buy McDonald's breakfast almost every day. I got caught up in eating McDonald's breakfast and eating hash browns, eating those soaked in oil hash browns, which is worse than eating fries. I would eat hash browns, fries. I was eating like an animal, and drinking Red Horse every night made me blown up. It
Yeah.
was funny because I was around that time I was 180 pounds, and I'm 180 pounds now. It's like night and day. I don't look like I did before.
when
I look
pandemic
way lighter.
hit,
hmm
he actually gained a lot of weight. He hit up
Yeah,
to
shut up.
210.
Yeah,
200 before he went to US last year. He already like 210. I was like, baby, your tummy is so big. I was teasing
yeah.
him. And
I
it's
got
really because
huge.
of
Mm,
drinking.
Yeah, I was drinking.
Jay,
Yeah.
traveling Mexican said tamales, that's the poor Mexican gift when we were little.
Okay.
What's
yeah, we
but
have
it's
tamales here, but yeah, it's a Filipino version with the anato. Yeah.
I
hmm
like the one that made in corn. Oh my, that's my favorite. It's like almost tamales, but it's not. It's like made of corn. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what do you call it. It's not tamales.
You said
I
you can make
forgot.
this out
It's
of whatever you want.
delicious. I
Chicken,
miss that.
porn
Oh
shrimp.
my gosh.
What's porn shrimp? No, I know. I know
Pork
it's a
shrimp.
typo.
What's
It's a
that, Kevin?
typo. I'm joking.
Oh, is it pork shrimp?
Pork. I
Wait,
think he
you said
Kevin
pork. You
said
said
pork
yeah.
and
Trying to say
shrimp.
pork. Yeah, yeah. Pork and shrimp. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But like I said,
Prawn. Prawn.
Prawn. Okay, prawn.
prawn.
Oh, prawn.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're not picky, there are many, let's say, you can discover many Filipino cuisine that is in line with your taste.
hmm
And it's much more healthier if you eat it with vegetable.
Yeah. See you later, Dewan.
Actually,
Mm.
guys, the only way for you to lose weight is eat more vegetable than rice.
Yes.
Try to lessen the
It'll fill
rice.
you up.
I know you guys don't eat rice that much compared to us Filipinos, but if
Yeah.
you start liking rice because your girlfriend like to eat rice, at least once or every 2 days, the only
hmm
time Jay and I get full, I prepare him a bunch of vegetable and a little bit of meat like this. Too much vegetable make you full as well, and it really helps because it's not the reason Jay lose weight. Also, the food is it's not too bland, but it doesn't have a taste. It has a little bit. We don't cook with
Mm.
too much salt no more, Abby, because of what happened.
Mm.
What's
Yeah.
going with the
The
balut,
balut.
Jay?
Hulk
Oh
Hulk.
no.
We don't
I'm
eat
not. I'm not
balut.
a. I don't eat balut. No. I
Hulk
will
Hulk,
never eat
it's
balut again.
unfertilized duck egg or chicken egg. So where
Yeah.
you can still see the unborn duck or chicken.
Yeah. No.
It
I don't.
depends.
I tried it, but I don't like it. I
Yeah,
tried it on more than one occasion, but I still don't like it.
I do
Traveling Mexican is
drink.
becoming a Filipino. He like pancit and lumpia.
hmm
Okay. I do drink the soup of the balut, but not the balut itself.
hmm
So that's
Yeah. I
all I
mean, none
can
of
do
it for
that.
me.
Yeah.
None of it for
So
me.
yeah, but like I said, if you are adventurous, there are things, especially in the province.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You will find gem cuisine,
This is
gems.
my pancit.
Yes. So
Yeah,
there are
actually, we didn't have no
different
pansy in a while.
pancit.
Go vegan, like you said. D's right. D said it. That's
Mm.
the way. That's the
Are you
way.
going to try to be vegan,
Yep.
Abby, when you go to US? Or
That's what me and Kay about to do.
Yes, yes, because that's the primary, well, the community, the Adventist community there eat vegan,
Vegan,
as
yeah.
vegan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the adjustment would be what vegetables I would encounter.
Mm-hmm.
And the weather, that's the challenge, the weather.
Mhm. I think the only challenge you will have is the weather.
Yeah. The
Yeah, I think
cold.
so. Yeah,
Because
the cold, that's
we
like,
Filipino, we adjust in
That's
any food. We are like, we can
yeah,
travel
yeah,
anywhere
true,
and
true.
adjust in their food, and we accept
Mm-hmm.
every food. Compared to when I was in Thailand, they're patriotism. They're patriotic when it comes to their food. That's why
Yes.
there's a lot, some foreign store
Yeah.
but not
restaurant there,
many.
but not
They
many.
only they
Mostly
only eat what they
they
eat and hot.
um,
We want and hot. Also, D. That's what I did. I followed this diet. Everything I did everything. No salt, no oil, no sugar, no dairy, except for I ate meat. But other than that, I did everything else, and that's how I lost the weight.
traveling
Mm.
Mexican Thai food way too spicy. Actually, traveling
I
Mexican it
I, I
is,
like it a
but
little bit.
you can actually say a little bit spicy when you
Yeah.
order, but it's
Only
really
thing,
spicy if you doesn't know how to say it.
no, when you say a little bit spicy, it's not spicy at all. That's the only
No,
thing in
it's
Thailand,
still
right?
spicy though.
It's
Yeah.
no okay. I guess I got so used to eating the spicy one because everything I ate, I said make it spicy, make it spicy.
Mm.
And thanks a lot for the super
Wait
chat,
until
Jack Hobson.
wait until you eat Korea.
Oh
That was too
no,
spicy for
no. See,
me.
no, Abby. Actually, Thai food is for me is spicier than Korean, except to the noodles they're
Yeah.
making. But Thai food is spicier than try Thai food. You will love it.
Okay, okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Try
Oh,
Thai food. There's a
Jack
lot of.
Hobson.
Thank you for the super chat. Jack Hobby said,
Yeah.
Jay, you're gonna make some boneless chicken adobo. Actually, I did already. I made him a boneless chicken adobo. The only thing we don't use soy sauce no more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh, there are also there are different kinds of adobo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the pale one, adobong puti, which you just only use the vinegar. And then there is the cook with cook with the cook with atsuete to make it red.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And then
really?
there and also adobo which is cooked with turmeric.
Oh, I never tried
Mm.
that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try that
You should,
actually
Yeah.
yeah. And then yeah, and also like I
because
said,
I'm sure that's
vinegar.
healthy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, turmeric and ginger, and they are really pale, but they taste great too.
Mm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
adobo sa gata, which is cooked in coconut milk. So
Yeah,
you
that's
don't need
delicious. The
to
adobo, ano. Mm.
so you don't need to do the soy sauce. So there are
I'm
Mm.
gonna
many.
search that because right now what we're using is the barbecue sauce, which is 0 calories that we got in healthy
Mhm.
options. But
Mhm.
that's actually what we eat last Sabbath. Just
Mm.
now, earlier before we go live, like 7. Before 7, that's what we're eating. I make J adobo, but it's not too no taste.
Adobong putla, ate. Search
I will
for the
say adobo
recipe
putla.
adobong putla and adobo sa gata and then adobo sa dilaw.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what we have to get? We have to get the amino acids and add it to the adobo. That's like soy sauce, but not soy sauce. It's healthier.
Mm.
I'm gonna get amino
Mhm.
acids. Actually, I'm supposed to go. Actually, we can go there tomorrow, okay? Before we go to the Victoria.
But
Ate,
actually,
Because
gulang
guys,
lang.
Jay doesn't like bulang. And
what's that?
also
Really?
What's going on?
we don't use nor cubes no more. We're using mushroom seasoning.
Well,
So
you probably can make it. You probably
I
can make it
can
with
make, but
that.
he doesn't like.
Yeah.
Jay doesn't like
What
bulang
is it?
lang, but he ate pinakbet. He likes pinakbet.
Love
He
peanut
Ah.
butter.
likes
Yeah.
chop suey.
Mm. Mm.
He likes what do you call
Liquid
this?
aminos. Yeah.
Yeah,
Any
ginata.
gata with coconut milk. Jay, are
He
you
likes
okay
that.
with that?
With
I
the
love
with
gata. Yeah.
remember, Jay, I was making you. I will make it you the tilapia with gata, and then with I
Let
make it
me
like
ask.
pinakbet, and then I put gata, and then I put the tilapia on the top of it. It's delicious. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is.
Yes, I think one of the primary, well, in my case and in Ati case, is that um we learned and grew up. We know the basic of cooking
Mm-hmm.
rice and at least frying egg, frying egg, hot dog, and then it kind of develops there how your culinary
Yeah.
expertise is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a primary skill, not because of we need to get married and you know, but to survive. Because mostly the joke would be, how will you get married when you don't know how to cook? How will
Mm-hmm.
you provide food for your family when you don't know how to cook?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think one of the primary skills, not as a Filipina, but I would advocate it on any other nationalities, learn how to cook to
I think
survive.
as a woman, I think as a woman,
It's
I think
not
as
only
a woman,
Filipino. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
a
Mm.
woman should want to do it to serve her man. Like I remember before I came, right? You know what Kay did? And Kay told me she did it. She talked to her mother, she talked with her father, and she started working on preparing more dishes.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
she
no,
started perfecting it
actually,
because she
Mm.
Abby,
wanted to be ready for me when I came.
Actually,
Mm.
Abby, when I
Mm-hmm.
was here before I work in Thailand, I don't
Mm.
know how to cook that much because my sister, Ate Mona, is the one
Mm-hmm.
cooking for us. So my job is to wash the dishes, wash the clothes when
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
off from work. So when I went to Thailand, I become independent. So I becoming YouTube friend. I watch all the YouTube how to cook this, how to make this. But usually, I make sure that it tastes like how my papa, because papa is a good cook. My papa is
Yes,
really
yes,
is
yes.
very delicious. When he make food, it's really delicious. So I follow the recipe, but I still follow how papa would it tastes like, because papa has
Mm-hmm,
a different
mm-hmm.
way. And then if it tastes like it, I said this is how papa make it. This is how I gonna cook it. So
Yes.
I
That
always ask
that
them too
that's like
how to
an
make special dish.
another
And
intangible intangible inheritance we have with our parents.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
also Hulk Hulk, I want to say Hulk Hulk said if you want to tie down a good man, that's how you do it through the meals. And Kay had a good mind to know that she needs to learn how to do some extra cooking. And you know what's crazy, Hulk Hulk? And this goes back to what I was talking about earlier. That's why as a man in the Philippines, you can, I wouldn't say all the way, but you can, you know what, take a small bite of the blue pill, but then spit a little bit of it out, just a little bit in your system. Because with Filipinas, they love the sweet guy. They love that guy that's sweet and that gives those nice gestures. Not too much, as you heard what Abby said earlier. Abby said she didn't want the guy to be. You see, so and Kay's like that too. But
Mm-hmm.
you can still be sweet, and a woman will appreciate it. They appreciate it more here. But in the U.S., they really only respect bad guys. That's just how it is. Yeah.
By the way, I don't know, but the case with my husband,
Mm-hmm.
when he tends to be clingy or showing his vulnerable side to the girl he's dating with, the girl would be turned off,
Yep.
labeling him as clingy. And
Mm-hmm.
when he did that to me and he was like hugging me every chance that he gets to hug me or to
Mm-hmm.
kiss my
Filipinos love that.
forehead, we do love that. We do
Yeah.
love that gesture, the
Mm-hmm.
non-monetary gesture.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I said, "Oh, but when I do this with someone I date with, they would be turned off and find me
Mm-hmm.
clingy." I said, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you're not. I think you're just right. I like it
Yeah.
that you're like
Well,
that."
Filipinos
actually,
love
Jay
that.
doesn't like to hold hands, and I was
But that's
like,
different.
he doesn't like to hold
Okay, talk,
hands.
sorry.
When he first came here, I was like, I was holding his hands. No, I don't like to hold hands. He's saying like, telling him when I was working in a call center, every Valentine's Day I see some girls holding hands. There's a flowers, and yeah, I know. And then Jay said, "What do you feel when you see it?" I said, "Do you feel jealous?" I said, "No, it's not really, but." Do you want other girl to get jealous when we're holding hands? He's trying to say that to me. So I was like, okay, at first I was hurt. Well, trauma. I was hurt, but at the end, it was okay to me. But usually he just put his arms on me like this now, and it's
Eh?
actually it's sweeter than
No,
the holding
let
hands.
me
I like
Eh?
it
let me tell
more.
you let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. Right, me and Kay, because me and Kay we do walking in the streets. Right, I remember one day, and I think I said this already. I made a thing where me and Kay, how far do we walk? Kay, we probably walked for like 4 or 5 miles, holding hands. We walked for like 4 or 5 miles holding hands, and I said, "Kay, all right, I'm gonna be real sweet today." And I walked with her holding her hand for miles and miles and miles. And Kay
Now
was
we're
like,
walking. That's different. JJ wanna
"No,
hold
but you
my
liked
hands
it
when we're
though.
doing
I
the
know you liked it.
exercise.
Yeah, I did
Uh,
that, and you know what? I can't lie. I felt good doing it. I felt good. I felt the connection. I felt it. I don't like holding
Yeah.
hands, but I was walking with her holding her hand. I was like, because
no,
that's my
but this
wife. It's not like
He,
she's not a
you
she's
exper
not a
you
girl in the street.
experience
Yeah,
kilig. You
yeah, yeah, yeah,
experience
yeah,
kilig, Kuya Jay.
yeah, yeah. Well, no,
the,
I said
the,
let me. Huh?
Especially
it's
this
like you're
one.
connecting. You're connecting. You're like this, and then I was telling
And
Jay like Jay, it's
that's
okay for you to.
exactly. And you see those two pills right there. That's exactly what I did with the pills. When I married you, I connected the blue and the red,
And it
and,
become
and it
purple
turned
pill.
purple. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it needs to have a slap of reality and the sweetness
Yeah, it
of
does.
the fantasy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course.
You don't come to a relationship that you just experience is a bed of roses because roses have
Yeah,
thorns.
of
Mhm.
So
course.
you need to keep your eyes open to know that if you are being exploited or not. Yet
Mm-hmm.
you need to be hopeful that there will be a partner for you,
Yeah.
Filipino or not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah.
You just need
It's
to
so
So
keep
true.
trying, guys, to find the real
yeah,
one.
that's
Yeah, go ahead,
why
Jay.
it's nice to have that analogy of the red pill and the blue pill, but if you mix them up, it would be a purple pill. That's
You have
true.
to.
You
You have
have
to be like
to.
that here. Yeah.
You have
You got
to.
you got to keep, and even in your marriage, it's wild. But
Mm.
even when you're married, you have to keep a little bit of that red in you, because if you go too much to the blue side, woman will. I know it sounds crazy. I'm here talking to Kay, and Kay actually, Kay doesn't like when I talk like this. To be honest with you,
Mm. No,
Kay
I
doesn't
think
like it. Yeah, she doesn't.
there should be a reality and keep you grounded, and also
Yeah,
not to be clouded with let's say disillusion or
yeah,
illusion,
yeah,
because
yeah.
sometimes we get blinded with the illusion that
You
someone
can.
is presenting, that we get blindsided and get sucker punched with the reality that, oh no, this is not happening to me, things
Yep,
like that.
yep.
Yeah,
And it can happen.
that's why my husband said to me, the first thing that he said when he proposed, I know that we're going to be husband and wife, but do not expect that I will be a sweet, because there will be times that I'm not in the mood to be sweet.
Mm,
You just need to accept that. And I said,
mm,
yeah, but that's a real put forward, not the
mm-hmm,
best put forward. That's what makes me daunting with Filipino men, maybe, because show
mm,
yourself, show your inner self.
mm.
And it's
Wow.
like, yeah, that's rejected me to the Filipino men, although I know
Not
Filipino
all
men
are
are
like
the
that.
most.
Yeah,
Yes, but the
yeah,
unfortunate encounters that I have,
yeah,
all of
yeah.
them are like that.
Mm-hmm.
When I
Mhm.
request something like, put your real foot forward, be yourself, it's just that they tend to not do it.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
Actually,
tend
yeah.
to.
that's one of the reason there's a lot of complaint to Rafi Tulfo because some couple does not open to
Mm,
each other. That's the reason. Oh,
mm.
Yeah.
I'm shy to say that to my husband because my husband is gonna be upset, or the girl. Like,
Ooh.
they should be open to each other for you for a successful marriage. You guys should be
Yeah.
open to. But anyway, I'm gonna read Abby Wallace said. The more longer you're together, sometimes we forgot holding hands.
Yeah.
The true key is to
Yeah.
own your partner's mind and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes when
Yep.
we were like in the bed, and he would be like embracing me, clinging to me, and then
Mm-hmm.
there
Mhm.
was this one night that he did not, and he was like shaking me. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, did he get mad? And then when I when I told him that, like, you're ignoring my touch when we were in the bedroom, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, it was too hot, but I love you still. I love you still. I'm not mad. So yeah, I said,
And
okay,
I don't,
okay.
you know, in the movie when guys are in love, they got married, they're gonna lay down in bed, like hugging together. Actually, in real life, it's not really happening like that. When you lay down in bed, after you, when you're in the bed, sometimes you just sleep, you know, like on your
Mhm,
own, right,
mhm,
Jay?
mhm.
Actually,
Well,
sometimes
okay.
because it's too hot
Actually,
sometimes.
well, no, actually, what happens when I'm in bed with Kay,
But Jay
usually
is
what
so
happens,
clingy, clingy and
no,
hugging me too much, and
no,
to
I
make him
had a
sleep.
hard time sleeping. I had a hard time sleeping, right? This was about 2 weeks ago, right? And what I would do is, like, say when I have a hard time sleeping, I sleep easier when Kay's right in my face sometimes. Like, she's right at me, I can feel
Oh.
her breath. I can feel her breath on me, and we sitting there, and I grab her, and then I end up I knock right out. I knock right out.
Mm, mm.
But yeah,
Because Jay sometimes having hard time sleeping. He slept,
yeah.
and even I'm tired, I'm still massaging him,
I don't
like
sleep. Yeah,
so that he
Mm.
can sleep. But anyway, Abby said not holding hands or PDA. It doesn't mean you don't love each other. Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
Wow,
Yeah,
lay
exactly.
that's
down the
true.
low. Call me
No, it,
coin said. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
okay, go ahead with the comment.
Let me read it. The problem is that a man thinks that when he opens himself up, he may reveal a side of him that his partner may find unattractive and off-putting.
You know what happens though? I gotta talk
Bacala.
about that one because that's for me to talk about. You know what happens? The reason why guys are like that because they end up. A lot of guys come from situations in the states where women see that as weakness,
True.
and 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 and, and what happened and before and see that's why I'm happy. I've always been cold, not cold like cold hearted. I've always been cold towards women, like in a way to where it's like a woman can never read me. And what happens in the states is you have to be like that with everybody. I guess it's the way I was raised. You got to be cold with
Mm.
everybody. You know, not mean with everybody, but cold. So like nothing's bothering me. I have no feelings, no emotions, and I think that's just being a man, though. Really, at the end of the day, because what happens is the reason why, and that's why I showed the Matrix, the red pill and the blue pill. What happened? I didn't know until I knew, but I didn't realize it until maybe like a year ago when I started looking at it. But what happens is guys get caught up in that Prince Charming fairy tale they've seen in cartoons growing up, right? They get caught up in that and they think that's what women want. They don't know. Women hate that. Even in the Philippines, women don't like guys being too clingy. Like Kay loves it and Abigail loves it, but they don't want it all the time. Like if Abigail said her man tells her the truth and she loves it, I tell Kay the truth and she loves it. That's what
Yeah,
women want. Yeah, that's all women want that around the world. Yeah,
affectionate but not too sweet.
yeah. See,
Jay and
That's
that's
I
my
what.
are
point.
very frank to each other. For example, I have things I want to say to. I just tell him right away, and he tell it to me right away, face to face. So it's like after that we're okay. Sometimes you just need to be open,
Mm-hmm.
and. But anyway, Abby, let me know if you're gonna go because it's already 12:42. We are
Oh yeah,
actually
yeah,
night shift.
yeah,
We
but
can
yeah.
stay
I mean,
Oh
until
I can go for
4
like
a.m.
I can go for 3, 4 more hours.
no,
I actually got a
Because
lot of
you work at
energy.
night.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no worries. I can keep
Well,
up.
you're off. You're off today. You're off today. That's
Yes,
right. Yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah.
It's
But
Saturday and I can keep up.
no, because
Yeah.
this is a good conversation, and
Yes,
we could talk
and
for a whole night.
I think man a man, the right man would show his vulnerable side to the woman he loves the most. I
Mhm.
believe on that. And
Mhm.
when he got that, let's say, quote and unquote,
Mhm.
clingy,
Mhm.
I do appreciate that. Oh, you're still human. You still, you still need affection.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
still,
yeah.
yeah. And it doesn't have to be like super sweet that it's like your world revolves around me.
Mhm.
Like I told it to my previous exes that do not revolve your world around me, and do not
Mhm.
put me on that pedestal that I'm a because I'm not.
Ooh.
Because that's the, let's say, sometimes when it comes to Filipino men, they
Mm-hmm.
tend to put the woman on a pedestal, which
Mm.
they view them as perfect beings that
Mm.
they cannot even fart for the heck of it.
Oh my
When
gosh. Speaking
yes,
of farting, guys, when Jay and I when we first come, I was, you cannot fart with your partner when you first, maybe after a few months I can fart even he's around. But anyway, that's a little bit nasty story and
No,
we need to
it's
go eating.
fine.
But now we used to fart each other each other around.
Well,
y-
no, that's normal, okay? That's normal. That's couple talk.
mm,
That's couple talk.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just that because you have still the ideal, you still picture your ideal partner during the courtship. I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
courtship, guys. It's not dating. Okay, dating is much more getting to know each other, but with courtship, you are exclusively available to your significant other only. So, on that
Mhm.
courtship process, you still see him or her in this very good spot. But then again, thankfully, when Tim was kind of seeing me like putting him in a pedestal,
Mm-hmm.
he said that, wait a minute, I'm also human. I'm going to okay, to put the analogy to it, I need you to swallow the red pill that I'm not perfect. Yes, I'm not perfect. And although I may be clingy, like I said, I'm still there, but still do not put me in the pedestal where you view me as perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So what's the question of Dante here?
No,
We're
no. He
getting there.
said, "Do you know when it started? When it started? I don't. I think it started soon after. I think soon after it started because the Matrix, and probably not right away. It probably took a certain amount of years, but it couldn't have been too far after because the Matrix. And then when I seen I don't know if the Matrix is out yet, but I seen the what's the name that they make another Matrix soon,
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, another one is coming. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
another Matrix
okay,
is coming. Yeah, but
okay.
anyway, it couldn't have been too far after because in the Matrix, it pretty much shows you, it explains it all. Like guys that are blue pill are just not in reality. Where they think women are perfect, and that was painted by feminist society. It was women are perfect, and then they told women in the U.S. Oh girl, do what you want. The guys are cheating anyway, do what they want, so you do what you want too. And it created this hyper slut atmosphere that made women just go out and just have sex and choose the right guys that's spending money, and they all wanted the guy that had the biggest schlong
Wallet.
and the most money. Both, they want both. They
Mm-hmm.
want
Mhm.
both, and then they call that big energy. It's wild, and these girls all chase the same guy, and that's what happened.
Mm.
That's what it turned into, to where you have most of the women having sex with you. You find the guys that have 8 7 8 kids because all the women are going for that guy. You
Yeah,
know?
I
Mm.
know. Sometimes
Yeah.
girls like bad boy. I don't know why, but I want to be like a guy that's not gonna have another girl. I want a guy that's not gonna cheat on me. I rather have
Mm-hmm.
a simple guy, not popular guy, because sometimes I don't know why like girls like bad boy. I just don't understand. I just don't understand the
Mm-hmm.
concept of liking the guy
I think
that's
maybe some women view bad boys,
as
bad
men.
guys as a project to
Mm-hmm.
change.
Yeah, they do.
Ah,
If
okay,
I change him, yes, I achieve my goal.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I was in that mentality
Mm-hmm.
with the secret relationship I have. It's just that thankfully reality knocks me down, and I
Mm-hmm.
said, no, I cannot change him unless
Mm-hmm.
he changed for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because if you
he
change
changed for
him, and
himself.
it's better if the person will change. So, for example, the smoking. I cannot say Jay, you stopped smoking that time when I was telling him for a long time, but it should be coming from himself. It's not coming from
Yes,
me, because
yes,
it will come back again because I'm just doing it just because of you. You should be doing it just because of himself. Let me read the
Yeah.
comment
mm-hmm.
of Abby. Kardashian way affection and yeah, go ahead, Jay. Sorry.
Oh no, good, good.
I was just reading Comic Coin Gallery said, as a man, you have to always show a tough, rough, manly exterior. If not, like Jay explained, it may be misconstrued as
Yes.
weakness.
No, it's
What
true.
if?
And also, wait,
Mhm,
wait, okay, wait. Let me read Cliff and Ruth said, because I know it's
mhm,
Cliff. He said, Sally J, you are correct. When I was sweet, women try to take advantage. I'm still Swedish, but I've changed. So I wanted to read that because it's the same as what he said. And,
mhm,
A
and it's
balance.
true. When you, how can I say it? When you're too nice, people will take advantage. But then at the same time, you can't be mean to women.
Mm.
You just can't play. That's what it is. But you can't
Uh,
be like, oh, like guys. A lot of guys they get it confused and they just be jerks to women, and then no woman wants them. There's a lot of guys that do that. You still got to be cool. You still got to be sweet, but not too sweet. It's like
like, like
you can't do too much of anything with women.
mhm,
like you
Yeah,
said, it should be a purple pill.
yeah,
It should be a
it's
balance
true.
between, yeah, it should be a balance of both.
Yeah,
Because if not, the tendency would be taking advantage of. If the girl
mhm,
is too clingy to the guy would
yeah.
feel
Take advantage
suffocated, or
or take
he would
advantage.
took advantage of the
Mm-hmm.
girl. Same as with the guy,
vice versa. Mhm.
vice
Mm-hmm.
versa. That's why I like the concept of the yin yang of the Chinese,
What, which one? The circle?
the circle, the black and white, where the black had the white and the white had the black,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mhm,
it represents that in any good there is evil hidden, and in any bad there is good hidden.
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
So applying it to a relationship, you don't even if you're affectionate, there should be times when you need to be firm and to be taken seriously.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Yeah. And yeah, like I said, I like the analogy of the red pill and the blue pill and combine it to be a purple pill.
Well, I think that's what Filipinos prefer more than anything.
A balance.
Um, yeah, Filipinos want that balance, and they want it more, even so more so than women in the U.S. Because women in the U.S. either they want it all the way blue pill, all the way beta, to where they can run a
Mm.
relationship, or they
Mm.
want all the way red pill, a man they can't really have. It's wild.
Mm.
It's bugged out. Yeah, it's kind of like Eve in the garden. Like don't bite the
Mm.
apple, Eve. That's how women in the U.S. are. Women in the
Mhm.
Philippines a lot is like a happy balance, but then still, not all. You have some women in the Philippines that you know are like women in
Yes.
U.S. or
Hulk
it's bugged out. Mm-hmm.
Hulk TV has a question for us, Abby.
Mm.
He said, "Question to Abigail and Kay. I've seen YouTube videos where they interview women, and they ask them what time of men they prefer,
What
and
type
they
of
all
men?
said, I think this is what type of men they
Mm-mm.
prefer, and they all said white men with blue eyes. Is that a common, or is that common?
No, maybe because that's what was the media portrays.
Yeah.
The American men, blue
Mhm.
eyes. Well, luckily for me, my husband has blue eyes, but that's an unexpected because I thought he had gray eyes. So he got a baby blue eyes. But yeah, that praise is just to put the stereotypical American man, blonde and blue eyes. Although
That's what they like.
I do like those green or hazel, those or the one with the, let's say, golden flecks around their iris. But
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
yeah, blue is blue, and I got blue.
Yeah, usually that's when the girls like what usually, oh, what do you like for a man, like a white guys with the blue eyes. I hear a lot of that. And also I have a friend, I'm not gonna mention her name. Maybe she's watching, maybe not, but anyway, she said she's still looking for a man which is having blue eyes. That's why she's still single right now,
No,
and she's turning maybe 39 years old soon, or next
no,
year, or maybe 40 next
blue.
year.
Any
She's way in the
American
danger
that
zone.
possesses blue eyes are rare.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know that blue eyes are rare. And the most common would be brown hazel, brown eyes, green maybe, a little bit of green, but no, don't, no, don't. Mostly, if Hulk, if someone described, it's just a stereotypical portrayal of an American white guy. But
Mhm.
mostly they would still look at the value, the values possessed by the guy or the girl.
Mhm.
So yeah, I just got lucky. I got the blue-eyed one, but I never, maybe I never included physical attributes. It's more like, oh, let me have a husband who is responsible, who is industrious, who is hardworking, responsible, kind, and understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
And that,
smooth selling. Let me see. I'm gonna post this. He said, "Hi guys, I need help finding a good Filipino woman."
smooth.
Actually, I'm gonna team up with my boy here, and I think we're gonna start something. We're gonna start something together. We're gonna speak a lot about it tomorrow, and then yeah, I think we're gonna have our own thing because guys need it, and I think me and him will do the vetting of the woman. Okay, almost to where it's like CIA kind of like they got to go through a
Yeah,
strict vetting process, and I kind of have my own thing. Me and him have our own thing because I think that's it's needed. Yeah.
but smooth. Um, go to the values first. I do
Mm-hmm.
set your standard on the values you want to have on a future partner, because anything external or material will come second.
Yeah.
So you need to, what your values are, what your standards are,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
realistic standards are, and what values are you looking for in a woman in general. Because
Mm-hmm.
maybe not, you will, you may find it in in a Filipina, or you may find it on another nationality, or in your let's say in your nationality per se. So
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that's you need to know first. That's you need to know first what
And also
your
the reason,
standards are.
Abby, the reason Jay wanna do the on dating thing where we're gonna meet up with some Filipina, do maybe interview or something. I think it's better than doing the online thingy because at least
Ah,
we know them already. We talk to
yes,
them, right, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
And we will.
yes.
But anyway, Jay will talk about that with his going to be his partner and
Mm,
soon.
soon. Okay. I
When are
want
you
to,
leaving, Abby?
I
How's your
don't,
interview?
I still don't have the interview date. So I don't know
Um,
yet. So yeah, because I did reschedule it due to passport issues that I have.
oh.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the date and when. So that's it. But smooth, find your standard first.
Mm-hmm.
Values,
What
yeah.
are your standards and values that you're looking for a woman? So that's
Because the
it.
beauty fade out, but the
Yeah, beauty
values will
skin
gonna be
deep.
always there.
Beauty skin deep.
We have question here from
Mm.
Hope. Oh, I think from this is from Hope TV. Jay, when you're out and about with Kay, are you getting stared at or did that die down?
That died down.
I
They can't see my face.
No. Because of the
no, I think
pandemic,
Kuya Jay's coloring is more
the Filipino.
nearer to
Filipino.
the Filipino. So
Oh,
Yeah.
there won't be any stairs.
Well.
But
there
when it
is.
comes to my
There is
husband,
because he looked like Luke Miharis. People
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
it's Luke
Yeah.
Miharis. Only thing
yes,
I
right
used to get
now,
stares all the
there's a
time.
face mask. Nobody's
at
there
Yeah.
least
in
a
facial.
Filipino celebrity.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
People. Yeah, would stare at
Filipino
me.
celebrity, but contrary to my husband, because he's white, he
Yeah,
gets stared down, especially on
it's
the
too
thigh
wide.
and leg part
Mm-hmm.
because he's too pale. No, he's not white. He's pale. Because
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
5 minute exposure to the sun, he gets pink. I said, what?
oh
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Yeah, I said, I hope that my baby won't have the majority of your skin color. So at least he, sun protection, the melatonin.
Yeah, I
I don't,
know.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because I think pale guys mostly is prone to skin cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's treatable, but still, it's cancer.
You know what stairs I get Hulk Hook? I think it was Hulk Hook that asked. Smooth. I forgot who it was. But you know what stairs I get? They'll think I'm Filipino, right? And then when
Mm-hmm.
they see me, and then when I see me talking English, I get those stares.
Yes.
And then after I get the he looks like something to eat stares from women because they go, oh, he's not Filipino, and then I talk and they're like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
and
he
then you
thought
know, yeah,
everybody thought he's a Filipino.
yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
said, oh, "Kuya, kuya, is this the sakayan? Is this the plane? Is this the tricycle here?" And then Jay's like, "I don't speak Tagalog.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't speak
Yeah.
Tagalog." You always the people
Yeah.
thought he's Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the color is more closer to the Filipino color.
Yeah.
The only
Mm.
time people know that he's not Filipino when he start talking,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yes.
his accent is like it's not Filipino accent. So
Yeah,
people
it's
know,
more of a
oh,
New York
oh.
Mm-hmm.
accent. Mm.
Let me see the
Yeah.
other
Do
comment here.
Filipino women like tall black guys? I was in Longapo City at the of nine, but I remember I loved their family values. Well, yeah, Filipinos love all guys. You're gonna find a Filipino that's gonna like you, man, for you.
Yeah.
Especially
Mm-hmm.
being, especially with being how tall you are, you're gonna get stares because you're gonna
Yep.
stand out at 6'5". You're gonna stand out. Like you can't miss you. So you're gonna get every
Yeah.
Filipino looking your way. They're gonna look at you. You're gonna look like money walking through. Say if you're in Manila or if you're even in the province, when you walk through, you're gonna look like money. So you're gonna have Filipinas
Yes,
that
true.
that see you and say, "Oh, that's money." And the ones that are for it, they will even approach you too. Because
Mm-hmm.
Eh,
what happens with me is I don't get that same thing because I people don't know if I'm a foreigner or not.
mm-hmm.
So I don't get that. Oh, who's that kind of thing? But
Mm-hmm.
unless I talk, but I don't get it just walking the street. Yeah, but you were gonna get that. You're gonna get women that will see you and throw themselves in your face. Seriously. So you'll know which ones to talk to. That's the good thing about coming here too, smooth selling, and coming here and meeting in person because you'll be walking through the street and women that want to pit themselves in front of you will do it.
Mm. Yeah,
Hmm.
What?
but if you're a bit of a religious guy, you
Yeah,
can meet decent Filipinas at church.
yeah.
Yeah, at church or a friend's outing. So befriend.
What?
One secret, one way
Hmm.
to a Filipina's heart is how you treat the family. Because most Filipinas are family oriented.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm.
listen, look at what she said.
It's not money. You taking them America. What she said,
Yep.
you taking them to America, right?
Yeah, to America. Yeah.
Mm.
I said, I don't need your money. Just bring me to America. I
Yeah.
don't.
No,
What? The,
this is how disillusioned some Filipinas are. They think America is rich, and when you get there you don't need to work. When
Hmm.
it is contradictory to the expectation. That because you need to work and because living expenses is more expensive in America, you
Hmm.
need to really work.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, um pop that bubble right away. One good advice: pop that bubble right away, especially especially if the Filipina expresses that, oh, I want to go to America, because
Mm-hmm.
really they may get this illusion
Mm-hmm.
when she get there. Oh, and also tell her what state you are, and if it is in near the city or in the rural area, so she can get the clear picture that she is not living beyond her expectation.
Do you know what, Abby? On
Mm-hmm.
one of Jay's videos, somebody said, "Brother, don't bring K in America." I was like, "You know me so much to say that?" It's like,
Now maybe they're just on the assumption that you may change,
yeah,
because
I
that's the
know, but
fear. I think that's the fear that I see on the comments. Don't bring any Filipina to the
I
America, maybe
know.
because of the
I think the
hyper
reason. Mhm.
hyper feminism that's going
I
on
think the
there.
reason they're saying it because they may be experiencing it, being the girl in US, but also
Mm-hmm.
maybe they're watching other expat or other blogger that they bring their
Mm-hmm.
girl to the US and it changed, but not everybody apply that thing doesn't
Is
apply to everyone. Like Abby,
yes.
Abby Wallace, she's happily married right now, and she's still the same. You know, what I mean
Mm-hmm.
is some people just
They
judge
just
her right
assume.
away. I
They
know,
just
like,
assume.
and sometimes I want to reply, but I said no, I'm not gonna reply because people doesn't know you. They just judge you like, oh, don't bring your wife. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's that's the yung ano baga to in the
disadvantage.
Filipino, no, in the Filipino term, matapang lang sa likod.
Ah, yeah, yeah, because they're
They're
hiding
just
behind
only, there are just
the camera.
their pseudo fake strength,
Mhm.
fake judgment that they base it upon just only one video.
I know.
So
Yeah.
it's much more, ang sweet.
This is Gatorade, guys. The only drink that we can drink, Gatorade. We
Yeah,
always have Gatorade nowadays because sometimes we have some ano tawag not dehydration.
hydration. To get
Hindi,
some
the other
hydration.
one. I forgot.
Electrolytes.
Yeah, we need this because one time when
Ah,
I vomit too much and but anyway, the reason I opened that up because I was like, why are you judging the person right away? Like, do not bring K to US. I was like, if I really want to be in US, I'll be there already after a year before after we got married. Is that really
true.
my target to be in the US? And also, if we be in the US, I'm not gonna work. Jane and I will still be working at from home. I'm not gonna be leaving home.
That
Jane wants us to work together, and we want to do missionary work as well in upstate.
mm,
The
mm-mm,
Adventist missionary and work more
mm-hmm,
on
mm. So
spreading the news. That's what I plan to do.
yeah, that's why I would advise you guys, especially those who would find Filipina. I think you need to really shift through all the Filipinas be that you would be exposed to,
All right.
because not all
I
Filipinas
gotta
can
I
be
gotta adjust this.
yes.
I gotta cut you, Abby. I gotta adjust this because
Okay,
every
go
guy
go.
people keep saying, Jay, you can't bring your Filipina to the States, right? Let me let you guys know something. Um, me, right? See, this is my thing. Now, I get care of the US, I work at home already. I've already
Mhm.
made it I made it so my world is my world. Okay. Like Kay can go there, she can be a teacher. I wouldn't have that. I would rather her be in my world and my world be my world, and I'm gonna control my world, okay, and not control Kay, but control my world, and she's in my world. So that's my situation there. So what I mean by that is I'm gonna make sure I'm doing everything I can to make sure she doesn't need to step outside of my world because I already know situations out in the U.S. with the hypergamy and all of those things. When your woman is outside and in the world and
Mhm.
associating with the world, that's when those outside influences come in. Okay. I
Mm,
actually stepped outside of the world 8 years ago when I left my job, Cablevision, back in 2012. I already started working myself out of the world to where 2013 I was working online and I never needed to work again inside of a regular job. So I made sure to set up like that for Kay, and I wouldn't throw her back out there to go be a teacher, especially in the U.S. Okay,
mm,
because I already know how it is out there, and that's just me. That's just me. I'm not saying that anybody else can't do that. That's just me and my situation. So can I bring Kate to the U.S.? Oh yes. And do I intend on bringing it to the U.S. eventually? Oh yes, we're gonna be there. I'm not gonna take her away from. I used to work there too. Okay. I'm not gonna take Kay away from experiencing my family and experiencing U.S. is beautiful out there. Why would I not bring her there? Of course, it's not a place you want to end up for good, but is it a nice place to be? It is. I love my country. I love where I'm
mm,
from. But I'm not going to be like, oh, this is happening with women out there, so Kay's going to fall into that. For the most part, you have women like Panay Forever. You have the Wallace Life and Abby. You have Cliff and Rue. Okay, these are women that are out there whose minds are not twisted in the drama happening there.
Mhm.
So I already see it happening. Guys are out there successful with women. I don't let that stop me. A lot of times, when guys say that, it's from guys who were the same thing that this live was about. You get what I'm saying, guys?
Mm-hmm.
For this whole life was about those kind of guys. You see what I'm saying? So that's my answer to that.
Yeah.
It was the same thing behind Kay. You see the red pill and the blue pill behind her.
Mm.
That's the same reason why. You
And
know.
also, Jay and I talk about it already that I'm not gonna work outside too. And also, our plan when we go to US is really work on missionary. We plan to
Yeah.
do that,
Yeah.
more on that, and things are different now, guys.
Yeah.
Jesus is coming soon. There's a
Exactly.
lot of things happening now.
Exactly.
Instead of thinking that we need to
That
do more plans, like do more
Exactly.
plans when it comes to service. That's
that's
what we
Yes.
why
need to do.
that's
Serving
why
God. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm also planning to work from home.
Mm-hmm.
So I said okay. So yeah, I'm building up my resume. I'm taking up some courses that would, help me with my freelancing
Mm-hmm.
plans. So aside from, let's say, your suggestion of building a YouTube channel, which I still, it's in the works.
Mm-hmm.
Drawing.
Still
I don't know,
drawing.
still drawing. So yeah. And I think guys would, ah, yes. I think it depends on the Filipina if she would want to be influenced by the Western
Yeah, I
culture.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. But I know for me, for myself, I will take the good things that I have, because I plan that if I have a baby there,
Mhm.
he will be bilingual, because I will really teach him Tagalog. And I think that's also an advantage for a kid for a kid to be bilingual. I think they process more. They think faster than just someone who is English or Tagalog only. So yeah, I have plans with my baby, but it's not to control. But like I said, I know that I'm not easily influenced by the culture there,
Yeah, I
because
know. And also, Jay and I will be staying home every time. The only time we're gonna go outside maybe is if we're gonna buy some food. And the
mm,
only reason we're gonna be in the US is because Jay's son is
mm,
growing, and he wanna be
Mm-hmm.
like be with his son. But if he doesn't have a son in the US, we may not go to US. Maybe go there just to visit his family, and that's it. But he has a son. That's why we need to be there.
Mm-hmm.
But most I don't know. People just tend to judge right away, but you need to also think that Filipina has, or not only Filipina, every woman has different are different from each other,
yes,
and also we know that we're not gonna do like we're not gonna be affected by the culture that's happening. I've been to different. I've been
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
Thailand. The culture there is different as well,
Yeah.
but I never
Culture's
been
wild in
affected. I was
Thailand.
still the
Yeah.
same. It's like sometimes those people who change, they really tend to change because they want to just adapt, they just want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
mm,
me and Jay is more serious on once we go there, this is what we're gonna do. And also I'm not really like hurry to go to go to US.
Yeah. She's
Like
not.
I really
Mm-hmm.
want to stay here because I was telling Jay like there's a lot of killers there. I was watching a lot of
Yeah. Kay
documentaries.
scared.
I said, oh my god, this is so scary. Like there's a lot
Kay
of
don't trust it there.
I watch a lot of I like watching documentary, and then I see a lot of girls that being raped when they're staying in upstate or somewhere, or a lot too much, and then I was like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'm getting scared. I was telling him
for
no.
for me, I think I'm lucky that my husband does is not living within the city, and he
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
is not a city person, and I am not a city person.
Mm-hmm.
So my standard of living would be the same as him in my part. So I'm not that ambitious enough to, hey, let's live in the city or what. At least during our courtship, during our courtship back then, he told me right away that I do not live in the city. I may have a
mhm.
car, but that car is in installment. I am not rich. I experienced bankruptcy, but I am now financially able sustain my three kids and myself. And based on my experience, you will not I will be, a person who can give you gifts, but do not expect lavish gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Mm-hmm.
he is truthful to that. And I said to me, because I was solo maintenance, he, just like Jay's reaction, he just laughed at me.
And also sometimes that's the reason I was telling guys, you need to be honest with your girl. If you have no money, just tell them like I cannot buy you this. Jay and I were very honest. He's very honest to me, like, oh, this is all
Mm-hmm.
I can do. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
in the past we experiencing like really don't have money and we're just staying at home because the salary is not coming yet, right? Jay, remember? Especially
Mm-hmm.
when we're planning our wedding. It's like we really like saving a lot, and then when we spend, we really like, so we already experienced time that we don't have money and time that we have more. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
Jay is always saying that when we go there, this is what we experience. You need to just be honest to your partner. But again, I read the message of Abby. Abby said it's not about your influence, but you have to be fit in. But the only thing you can do is don't change where you come from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, and also know
that's.
your roots. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Mhm.
especially to those Filipinos who, let's say, want to know or to get to know or to get to another country like the US or any other Western influenced country. Still look back at your roots, because you
Mm-hmm.
are never you without your roots.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have this saying that um ah, ang hindi lumingon sa pinanggalingan ay
Hindi
ah,
makakagating sa pagbubuonan.
yes, yes, that. If you do not look back at your past, you cannot go to your
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
present journey.
Mhm.
Eh,
But
Turu and Cliff, good luck, ingat,
Hi,
stay
Pinay Forever,
safe.
sis. Sis Pinay Forever is here.
oh
Hi,
yeah,
ate.
hey. But what's happening though is, see, my son. It's kind of like, you guys remember Boys in the Hood. You, Kay, I know you never seen that, and Abby never seen that too. With them Boys in the Hood, when he went to go take care of Trey because Trey was getting older, it's like that same situation. My son is at the age now, right? He's turning 12 this year. Pretty soon he's gonna need me there. He needs his father there, like especially at the age of 14, 13. He's gonna be at soon. You know, he
Mhm.
needs me there to really, really mold him, and I have to be there. I have to be there because he's at the age where he's not gonna hear what his mother's saying. Pretty soon he's gonna be bigger than his mother and me. So
His
yeah,
son
I
is
need
so
to be
tall.
there. Yeah, I need to be there. I need to be there, and I need to be there to mold him, to make sure his confidence is up. Okay, I'm already with him. I'm already talking with him every day on the phone. To keep his confidence up. And my son, he's very smart. He was making the honor roll. They were trying to skip him to advanced classes. They did the same thing to me when I was younger, and he picked up my intelligence that I had as a child. He picked it up. Like when I was younger, I came seventh place in the spelling bee. I made it almost to the finals, and I was in the states, and my son is that level of smartness, and when it happened, it's funny because he they actually put him for the spelling bee. He didn't make it out of the class, but still he's smart, and he's advanced. Like his grade, he gets good grades. He's actually pretty much an honor roll student, and they were trying to skip him. That's how smart he is. So I definitely want to be here to help him mold that, because he's at the age where when I hit 13, that's when I started becoming an know-it-all, because I was too smart. I was too smart, and I became a know-it-all. And I was the kid that, even though I was in advanced learning institute, I cut classes and went over to Long Island and stole clothes and
Mhm.
stole pencils and pens, whatever I could, trying to be cool. So I want to be there to make sure my son doesn't go that route, and don't go that route towards the streets at an early age, because it can happen.
Mm-hmm,
Abby, I have a
mm-hmm.
question for you.
Yes.
Because my cousin, my nephew, he's only 7 years old, and
Mm-hmm,
then
mm-hmm.
and then is the school, is it DepEd sending all those modules and worksheet to the teacher, and the teacher will gonna give it
Okay, we gotta
away to the
screenshot
school.
that, Kay. Kay, send me the screenshot. I gotta
But
share it.
yeah,
Send me the
anyway,
screenshot,
the
Kay.
reason
Send me
I'm
no, send it to
asking
me.
is
No, I gotta
my
share it, Kay.
cousin.
Nope.
Wait lang.
Send it to me now. I
Wait,
gotta. Abby's gonna die. No, nope. I gotta send. I gotta share it. Nope.
wait lang. Let me save
I
it.
gotta
Let
show
me
y'all
save it.
something.
I'm
Yeah, send it to
dreading
me.
it because I'm carrying the department's name.
Well, Abby, see, but see, that's why you gotta see this. I want y'all to read these questions, right? This is my younger nephew, right? My nephew. He's very smart, right?
Mm,
And
mm.
and he actually corrected Dep Ed's mistake. How old is he?
That
7, right, Kay?
yeah.
He kept correcting the mistakes they were making, and he was right. Okay, you guys hold up, send me that. Okay, send it to me.
I'm
Did
sending
you
it
send it
on
to
the
me?
email.
Oh man, this is gonna blow your mind,
It's
Abby.
not. Let Abby answer. Abby, did
I'm gonna show it to her.
DepEd is the one
Mm.
sending it to you guys, to the teachers, to give the test, because the modules look like is made by photocopying. The teacher doesn't do it because the way it looks like, it's look like from DepEd. It doesn't look like from the school unless they print like that, but it seems like it's from DepEd. I don't know.
It's sad to say because most modules are not evaluated
Mm-hmm.
properly. They are not screened properly. That's
Mhm.
why there are mistakes in the modules.
So what's the teacher need to do?
Ah, modify the modules.
Okay,
And this
send
is
it to
what
me, okay?
happened, Abby. This story, this one, I sent it
Okay,
to you,
send it to
Jay, on
me.
your Gmail.
Okay.
I sent it to you. Ang Mahiwagang Violin. All right.
Oh
The
yeah,
author
the
is Christine S. Bilen, right? That's the
okay.
author. Now the
Mhm.
question in number two: Who wrote who wrote it?
Who
And
wrote?
then letter A, Christina with a K, C. Bilen. Letter B, Christine C. Bilen. Letter C, Chris C. Bilen. So there's no option there. There's
Okay,
no
wait. Let me
Christine.
show. Let me show first. Let me show as you explain it. I gotta share it. Hold up, guys. You gotta see this because we can share it. So I gotta share it with the
All
people.
right, fine. Okay,
Right.
share it.
All right. Now I'm sharing now. Okay.
No, share the
Yes,
ano
guys.
first. Yeah.
Share what?
That's the zoom. Can you zoom in it?
I'm zooming now. Coming right
Zoom
up.
Yeah, yeah,
more.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah.
Look.
This is what. Let me tell the story. So this is what my nephew did. He wrote another choice, Kristen Desmond, on the choices,
Yeah.
because the teacher doesn't modify the module. So my nephew
No,
write down the right answer on the side.
no, this is what is sad. This is what is sad with what I see as a teacher in DepEd. Because of the
Mhm.
pandemic, n- everyone is not ready. I know for the first year, maybe it can be acceptable, but due to this and this mistake again is happening, it's just sad that we don't have evaluators that specialize in checking modules. We don't have that
Look at this
because
one, guys.
Yeah,
Wait, Abby.
Abby, look.
Color the second butterfly blue and the fourth butterfly, right? So he did that. You wondering why this one is red? I'm gonna show you. Second and
mm,
fourth, right? Color the first
mm.
ball yellow and fifth butterfly red. So he colored the first ball yellow. He circled the other ball and he colored this one red because there's no butterfly here. So,
Yeah, that's true.
so he's
Go
right.
up, go up,
Look,
go up. Wait lang, Abby. Go
it
up.
shows look, color the third fish purple and the fifth butterfly orange. Look, there's none here, so he colored this one orange. Colored the third dog green and the fourth butterfly blue. Look, the third dog is green. There's no butterfly here, so he colored this one blue.
My
Colored the
nephew
first
is genius.
Oh
Like,
my
I
and the
god.
just
third
followed the
butterfly red.
instruction.
No, at
Color the
least
first ball purple and the
at
third butterfly red. So he colored it purple, and then he colored this butterfly red. This one red. And you
oh
know when I
my
seen that,
god.
I have to go. And when I seen it, I said he's a genius. I said the common
There's one
sense of
more.
this
There's one more,
kid.
Jay.
He's so smart.
At
You're
least
smart.
at the young age he possessed critical thinking.
But only
Yes, that's
the
what
teacher
he's
check
doing.
it and he check it wrong. The
Wrong.
teacher put line.
That teacher needs to get out of here, Abigail. They got to get that teacher out of here. I said that to Kay.
Oh my
I said,
god.
Kay, when you go to the province, Kay, you need to take over that job. I said at that. I said it's not
Who's
much
No,
the
that
money.
is
teacher?
teacher's fault.
It's like eight
Huh?
thousand. It's like
Yeah,
8,000
who's
you're
the
only paying.
teacher?
But
You know the teacher. It starts with letter J.
yeah, Kay don't want to say it.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, don't
wait,
say it. Yeah.
PME. Who's
Oh yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah,
Who's
yeah, yeah,
that?
Yeah, you know the teacher. You know the teacher. I will say it to you because we're live in Facebook too. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
will
No,
yeah,
tell you
no.
the name of the teacher.
PME, PME.
Wait
yeah.
lang. I'll PM you right now. Don't say the word, ha?
Yes, yes, yes.
Wait lang. I
But
don't know if you know her, but I think you know her.
she probably does. But
No, at least no. The nephew, your nephew, Ate
Mhm.
Kay's nephew.
Glyson. Glyson.
my son.
Miggy.
Mm, okay.
There's one more, Jay. There's one more. Show to Abby
Oh,
the
you got
other
it.
one.
Okay.
What
I
Let
the
sent
me.
you the
hell?
other one.
What the hell?
Hold
How
on, wait.
old is she? How old is the teacher?
The teacher may be like same age like mine, or maybe younger, 1 year younger than mine, or I don't know.
She
That's
should
the
know
mistake. The problem is
better.
they
She
she
should know
think that me,
better.
huh?
She should know better.
I know, and
At
then
least
she
she
still
need to.
corrected it.
Oh, just go po.
This one, there's another one, Jay. This one.
Sharing it. Wait, wait. I'm sharing it.
So, so, okay,
I'm
I'll wait
sharing
for
it right
you.
now.
What? What's
I said he's
happening?
so smart. Yeah.
I know the September one. Yeah.
Choose the correct answer. Write the letter of your answer. Right.
No, not number three. Go to number
Number
four.
four.
Number
Number
four.
four.
Go to
What is the seventh day of the week? Right.
number four. Jay, number four.
Okay. What is the ninth month of the year? Look at this.
Zoom in,
Look at
zoom
this.
in.
Oh my god.
Wait, let me zoom in. Look, look. What is the ninth month of the year? October, A. B. November. C. December. He made letter D. September. And put D.
What the?
Ah, that's my little man. Oh, oh man.
Oh, I feel ashamed. Now I'm
Yeah,
embarrassed for her. I'm
no, but
embarrassed for her.
yeah, that's not good.
What?
That person
No.
shouldn't be. And no offense to them, but yeah, it is offense. They shouldn't be teaching because you should be
No.
able to correct that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that, especially with the coming election.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and people are obligated to teachers, especially teachers, because teachers are the one who is manning on the election.
Yep.
This
That's
is
that's
another stress.
that's laziness. You need
Yep.
to. When I was a teacher in Thailand, I was checking everything because you need
Mm-hmm.
to check. The parents can correct you, and that's embarrassing. Like
It is. It's very.
because what happened is my nephew looked like he's stupid. Like why you color everything on the top, and the teacher put like why did you didn't color this? Line the line the car, line the balloon, the ball. It's like yeah, you're wrong. You should read the sentence. It's like the student will be the one to adjust. But anyway,
Maybe
Duterte
that's
is not running. Duterte is not
mm,
running for president.
for Duterte is running for president.
No, he's not. He's
No.
not running.
Ah, okay, okay. For me, I think the teacher is too busy. I know in my case, we are too busy doing non-teaching stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and as teachers being overburdened with these modules that numbered per section per class
Mm-hmm.
up to 51. The last class that I have is 51. And I'm the only one who's checking those modules.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine if those 51 is 51 times 6
No,
classes.
no, no. But I mean, when you get the modules, meaning it's already done. It's like it's already
Yes,
printed,
it's already
or
done,
you
or
will
soft
photocopy it.
copy. No, it depends
It's
because
better if it's you photocopy it so you can correct it once. Like But if it's already.
But the problem is on how busy teachers are.
Mhm.
Mm,
And like I said, on non-teaching matters, and that was it, and that is your duty. It's just that it lies over the
mm,
head of the teacher, and I think maybe exhaustion. That's why she cannot process it, and she was just keep on circling the placement of those things. It's just
Mhm.
the sad issue is that
mm-hmm,
we are expected to deliver quality education, but as ourselves by the government, and this is me, and this is just me based on my experience, doesn't properly support the teachers
mm,
for that matter.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's in the system why there are mistakes like that, and
mm,
I'm embarrassed for my department that
mm,
it happens, especially in a time where the formative year should be, and the strongest foundation of education should be on kinder up to the elementary years.
mm-hmm,
And that's sad. That's really really sad that those kind of modules are out there to be ridiculed and to be nitpicked. Yes, true,
mm,
nitpick. It's just that, like I said, they are also not prepared for this pandemic, and we do
Mhm.
not have enough qualified evaluators of modules for
Mhm.
them to properly screen it. And that is also a sad reality teaching here in the Philippines.
Mhm.
mm.
That's a sad reality. Hmm.
Wow.
The only
So,
Although
thing is, it's
I
happened
applaud,
once.
yeah, I applaud your nephew for having a critical
Correct.
think. Yeah, no,
mm,
critical
yes.
thinking, because most students right now either they would just go with the flow, would just cheat because of child labor or anything that they are involved with. They don't have the time to read. So it's a good thing. It's lucky for a kid to have that kind of sharp critical thinking.
Mm-hmm,
Well, actually,
Mm-hmm.
when he was 3 years old, he already speaking English and he already reading when he was 2. So he's really advanced. So the problem
yeah.
is he is really advanced and is even correcting the teacher already. The only
You,
thing with the teacher, if it's one mistake, it's fine. But it's like if it's three, it's too much. It's like the
I
mm-hmm,
teacher
think
really don't.
I think
Mhm.
it should be that sometimes because how observant kids are,
mm-hmm,
Mhm.
they should also accept that sometimes teachers are also person.
yeah.
When I got criticized something with what I said, with what I said,
Mhm.
Mom, I think this is this and this is that. I said, oh yeah, really. I think teachers should also, be humble
Accept.
enough to accept
Mhm.
some criticism. It's just that it's the pride of being a teacher
Yeah, I know.
that's stopping her, or, judging it like, oh, this is a bad criticism for me. Things like
Mm-hmm,
that. And not many teacher have that mentality, to be humble enough to
mm-hmm,
accept that sometimes as teachers are human also, and we can
Made mistake.
make
Mhm.
mistakes.
yeah.
Yeah. Because I do encounter smart kids,
Mm-hmm,
and when I realize that, oh, they have a point, I would encourage them to speak more. And yes, I would say, yeah, oh, thank you for the correction. Because really, I'm also human, and and since you know it well, I'm not trying to embarrass the kid. And
Mhm.
that's just me. That's just me. I'm humble enough to accept, I'm humble enough to accept criticism from my part as a teacher.
you know what, I hope is not happening. I hope that and this is what I'm scared of. That's why I was so serious about this with Kay. And Kay knows she was on the phone with her sisters. They were doing a Bible study area earlier. And I was so adamant about it. I was so serious about it because the teacher, like, you never know. Like, but I'll find out because he's very outspoken. He speaks up. He could be coming home I'm not sure. Kay didn't find out yet. Telling the mother, "Hey, mom, the teacher keeps saying I'm wrong when he's not wrong." That's what I
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
hope is not happening. That's what I'm scared of. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
Or
He's,
scared.
he's very
sometimes
clever, very intelligent
He
kid.
there
is.
would be teachers who would put a grudge.
See.
Mm-hmm.
There would be teachers who would put a grudge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not um
Mm-hmm.
some like I'm going
That's
to
what I'm
target
scared
you
of.
because you're being
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
know,
because
I
there
know.
are
It's like
there are
that.
teachers who are like that, and
Mm-hmm.
my goodness, did I do that to a student?
Yeah, it makes you
Ever?
think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did make me think because maybe at the heat of the moment I did that. So for those students who would view this in the future, I'm sorry.
Mm.
I this is the I am sorry. I am
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, really. In the heat of the moment, especially if the praising was wrong,
Mm-hmm.
or
Mhm.
the student was a bit cocky
Mm-hmm.
with correcting the teacher because I think I'm more smarter than my teacher is.
Mm-hmm.
There would be time that sometimes there would be incidents that I may or some teachers would target you because of how
Mm-hmm.
cocky you are in the classroom. I hope
Yeah.
that doesn't come to that.
So
I
we
hope so
have
either.
here which go
Mm-hmm.
ahead, sorry. We have Rich Scott is
Yeah.
here, guys. Hello to all. How is everyone? Hello, Rich. Rich is always monthly sending Jay money on his PayPal.
Wow.
And we have that's on like around he's oh no, I'm not gonna say how much. It's like it's not a lot, but it's really as a good support. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Rich Scalise. And then we have Jared Wheating here. He say, "Hey, what's up, everyone? Hi, KJ. What up, yo?" And Mr. said, "What's good, Jared Wheating? Welcome." And then Mr. said, I'm just out here being a bald black man in the chat." So I
Yeah,
said,
seen that.
I, guys, we will be live again tomorrow.
Yes.
This is about the traveling. It's the Philippines is open soon. What's the
Yeah.
update? That's the topic tomorrow. Because
Mm.
today the topic is about scammer and then extra like about condom and everything. We have a bunch of topic today.
There's a bunch. Yeah, it was a packed live. It was a jam packed live.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing, I'm gonna chop up a lot of this stuff and put it back out there.
Abby, you will be around around some of Jay's stand-up video.
Oh,
Oh
thank
yeah, yeah,
you.
she is, and well, no, it's what it is. It's good conversation, and a lot of people out there don't really get into like the education system and things like that because a lot of
Mm,
guys are not really involved in the Philippines, like how you know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to play anybody. It's just that
mm-hmm.
they make videos, but they're not really involved in what's happening in the Philippines.
More on superficial based on what
Hmm.
I see.
Yeah.
It's either superficial
Hmm.
or there is a bias because maybe he was hurt by the
Hmm.
Filipina
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it's not balanced for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that.
So
Hmm.
it's sad. It's sad that it's that way. Yet he is making content about Filipinas.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's
That's why I
like that.
say if you're hurt, it doesn't mean like all the Filipino are gonna hurting you. If you being scammed before, not everybody will scam you. You just need to
Hmm.
change your strategy and find some better girls. Like don't go on the same location where you meet your scammer girl or the girl that hurt you. Sometimes you just need to keep
Hmm.
trying because there's a lot of Filipina that really good Filipina.
A lot.
most
A
I think
lot as
most
compared to bad.
expat that I see that's doing YouTube, especially with the
Mhm.
Hmm.
content of some hatred with the Filipinas but
Hmm.
still in the Philippines
Hmm.
are
Hmm.
older guys.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's the common denominator, older guys, white or black, because the one that is in the age range is just you and Puting Pinoy.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
And I think Puting Pinoy right now is doubling on the Philippine politics. But
He
let's
is.
not go there. Let's
Yeah.
not
No,
go
he
there
is.
because
Putin Pinoy. He's Filipino, much Filipino.
Yeah, he's more Filipino than
He's like a
Jay.
white. He is. He's like a white, and then I'm like second behind him. But
He's,
no,
he's,
that
he's
but
actually very nice. We met him
yeah, he
with a
is.
girlfriend too. He's cool.
Mm.
He's just around the area where we're
This is right around the
staying.
corner from me. Yeah,
And
I can walk to his house in
Jay
like
and
10 minutes
him
right
is
now.
he messaged Jay like, "What's next? What's our next collaboration?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're gonna collab with him soon.
Mm.
And the
So
thing with
yeah.
him, yeah, is that when I do content with him, it's gonna be very involved in the culture. Like when I do
Mm.
content with him, I'm like talking with Filipinos and speaking Tagalog content, like stuff like that. So I think content with him is great. He's leaving soon though.
Oh,
He's leaving
why?
soon. He's gonna get married to his lady. I
So
probably should have said
sad.
that, right? That's probably
Jay,
fine.
don't say that. Okay,
Yeah,
erase,
yeah,
erase, guys.
yeah, yeah,
He,
yeah, yeah.
he didn't even announce Jay's maybe secret yet. He announced
Well,
it.
no, nobody here watches him. Nobody here. It's not really
Nobody's here.
well.
Only 33 people watching.
There are only 33 people here, but no, actually, it's won't be in. It won't go to the masses because this live here probably won't even get 2,000 views. Like when I do the edited video, when I chop things up and put it out there, those will make it more views. So he won't see it.
Yeah.
But not even he won't see it. People won't see it.
Mm.
You could be
It's a
watching
but
right now.
still
If you're watching, sorry, man.
Philippine politics. Philippine politics is very complicated here.
It is. It is
Uh,
extremely
yeah.
complicated.
Uh,
It's extremely. It's it's almost so complicated to where I can't even talk about it.
It's
yeah,
complicated that
true.
I don't vote at all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh really, Ate? You
Yeah,
don't
I'm not a
vote?
voter.
Mm-hmm.
You should exercise your right.
I want, but it's too full. In the I know in the Comelec, it's always like, oh, there's a lot of people. I don't know. It's like a vaccination site there.
Mm-hmm.
People like there's ayuda there because there's a lot of people going to Comelec to register. I was telling like, how about do it online or go to barangay or somewhere like it's easy access. It's like
No, it's
too
more of the
much.
municipal thing.
The last time I voted was when I was 18 years old. That's the last time I voted, and then I didn't
Oh,
vote anymore. Yeah.
ay, and you need to travel to the hometown so you can vote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also
Yeah.
then after that, after a few years I went to Thailand for almost
Mm.
5 years. I've been there for 5 years. So that's the reason that's one of the reasons too.
Oh, okay. So that's sad. Nah. Or na politics. Ugh. No, no, no.
Gerard
So,
Whiting said, "Kay, could you maybe do translation videos on TikTok?" What do you mean translation? Like
like to
Tagalog?
translate from English to Tagalog, yeah, from Tagalog to
Uh,
English.
we have channel J and K. You can actually see a lot of videos there that I uploaded. I just recently uploaded one video about learning Tagalog in 1 minute. I will upload it to one more tonight again. And then Jay, know it already. How you gonna say learning Tagalog, Jay? Pag
Pag-aral, pag-aaral. Um,
na.
wait,
Oh my
wait, wait, wait,
gosh,
wait.
you
No, no,
embarrassing
no,
your
no,
teacher.
no. You gotta let me catch it. Don't give me any hints. Pag-aaral, nag Tagalog. I
Sa.
what?
Sa.
What? Ta isang minuto.
Yeah.
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 What is it's nice to meet you? That's actually the one that Jay doesn't record yet. That's what I'm teaching last time.
Um.
Ikina?
No, no. Ikina makilala.
No, no.
No. Wait. Ikina.
I just teach him today.
Ikina makilala. Hold on. Wait.
Ikinagaga.
Ikinagaga makilala. Um.
Ikinagagalak.
Ikinagagalak.
Ki-
Makilala.
Kitang.
Kitang. I
Ma.
forgot the rest.
Yun nga, you're right. Makilala. You're right.
Makilala. Okay. Okay.
That's one of my IDs on another singing platform.
Yeah.
13 times. All right. I think we're gonna end this, or you
Yeah.
want to
Actually,
do
we
you
could
want to do
drag it
four
out.
hours?
Yeah, might as well go for the 4 hours, right?
You okay, Abby?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Abby should be asleep. I'm surprised she's up.
No, because I'm printing material.
Oh, okay, yeah. He
Ah.
said that. I remember when your husband said, "Yeah, Abby's always doing something for school." Like,
Yeah, because that's what I hate about the pandemic.
uh huh.
the division between work and personal life,
Mm.
it doesn't exist anymore.
Mhm.
So now I'm preparing to print my materials, but yeah, I'm still downloading some files so I can print it. And also, most of the time, that's why I kind of said that it should be like in kind, bond paper and ink,
Mhm.
because we are really printing things here.
Mm.
And
And,
also,
and
the material is given by the DepEd, by the way.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't print it for you. Like you have to print it on your own.
Mm, well, I do volunteer my printer, but right now
Oh.
I kind of be a thief. I
Um.
escape one printer from the school because really we need to print it. We need to print it. And yeah, I don't know why there is not enough
Mhm.
budget for the printing of the modules, but
Mhm.
ever since the pandemic start, we are obligated, if there is a short of modules, we are obligated to find ways
Mm.
to make the supply sufficient for the students.
Oh, Abby, you
Yes.
gotta get me the link. So, cause you need your school needs donation, right?
Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
said on
Give
Monday, J Monday.
Oh, Monday. Okay, so
On
good.
Monday,
Yeah, give me the
on
link on
Monday.
Monday. Give me the link on
Yeah,
Monday, and I'll post it. Yeah,
the video, yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Also, I'm gonna
because
make a sizable donation myself. Yeah.
we have what we call 2 week apart, uh every 2 weeks, meaning twice a month I have a duty on school, on the
Mm-hmm.
school. So yeah, that's why the video for the school gets delayed, because well, the time that I have to be on the school, we have two teachers who are positive of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So mandatory sanitation of the whole school
Yeah.
was needed. So it became once a month. So yeah, that's it. And it's construed because of uh, seminars, workshops, additional, let's say, professional trainings for
Mm-hmm.
us. So yeah, it got delayed.
Wow.
That's sad. Yeah, imagining a whole day, a whole day of seminars,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes three seminars simultaneously, or two seminars simultaneously. You
Mm.
need a tablet, a laptop, and your cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
finally know the
that's
meaning of
sad.
construed because you always mention that word. I search
Construed.
it.
uh,
Construe. Interpret a word or action because I don't know the meaning of construed, so I'll be using it. It's actually construed everything that I'm saying right now. So if ever you want me to construe
No,
this,
you
you'll
said
be
they said it
taking me.
wrong.
No, I said
You mean
interpret.
everything I'm saying is construed.
No, it says here, oh, right, Jay? Past tense construed.
No, but the way
Interpret.
you said it wrong in the
This
wrong.
word would hardly
Uh,
be construed as an apology. So,
okay, that was
interpret.
eh,
good.
He said
yeah,
interpret.
Mm-hmm.
construed, or yeah, interpret, or sometimes blurred lines.
Mm-hmm. And am I
Yeah.
gonna search it again? What's that? Just kidding.
Oh, one tip that I got from my one of my workshop on IELTS,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the speaking, is uh no, I'll pass you the my materials for the IELTS, just in case.
See
I'll be
them two.
paying.
They got the teacher lingo. They're both teachers. We got two geniuses here.
Actually, I have a limited training. I forgot the name before I took that. I have a limited training, like forever. I can do a training like before the exam. I just forgot
Mm-hmm.
the name of the training. It was like few years ago, like 2010. So I should
No,
go
I
back there and do a free training before the exam if I want to take the IELTS exam again.
You should do it. Why not? It's good
I
to
did
have.
self
Mhm.
review.
No, I think I'm not. I'm planning to learn about making website like HTML. That's actually my uncle Tito Mimi teach me to
Oh
do
yeah.
HTML before, and I was doing it in
Mm,
Notepad. But of course,
oh,
right now it's
where
more Notepad is a
where
little bit
where
complicated.
is where is Kuya Mimi right
It's here
now?
in Pasig, Pasig.
Oh, I thought he's in the US.
No, he just visited his parents, but he returned already, and he's working again here in IT company.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I
So
never
guys,
heard him.
Abby, what can you suggest to the guys that being scam or just to avoid being scammed by not only Filipina but other women that
Ah,
scamming guys.
mm, um, first, okay, to avoid scams is not to be scammed, right? But really, first and foremost, set your standard first. And if you're going to find your future partner, either a Filipina or non-Filipina, it should be in line with your ideals. And second, do not flaunt your money. Do not flaunt your money. And like I said, uh, be open. Be just the right mix, or be the yin to her yang, and you will be the yang to her yin. You know, i- it's more of how you view yourself also.
Mhm.
Well, if you are too hurt and you are finding love just to heal the hurt, it's not really love at all. You're just finding a band-aid to your wound.
Mhm.
Any baggages that you have, recognize it, be honest about it, and um, self-care. Love yourself first before you love another one. And also that also means to less the exploitation, to lessen the abuses or power tripping between the partners. So yeah, set your standard, know what are your weaknesses, be honest about yourself first, and then set your standards, what are those standards, and find the partner that would meet your standard, and don't flash your financial. That's
Mhm.
it. So you can avoid scamming. And also, um yeah, the right mix of blue and red pill. That's how you would avoid scamming and being scammed by anyone in the online dating.
All right. Jay caught me. Well, for me, my suggestion to the guys to avoid being scam is, as Abby already told you guys, but for me, it's also if the girl starting to ask money. I was telling that to Jay before. Just ask like, is I really like you, but I hope you're not gonna ask money for me, or just let the girl know that it sounds, if you say, oh, I cannot talk to you because I don't have a phone, trying to give a hint that you need to give the phone, or I don't have a load. Make sure you don't supply them, and then
Yeah,
you
true.
can still talk to them, but if it's too much already, maybe you just let go and find another one, because the relationship will just keep on going to making you feel bad and asking money, making you feel like, oh, you need to give money to their, oh, my mother
Guilt
happy
tripping.
birthday. Yeah, yeah. Guilt
Guilt
tripping,
tripping.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't be a victim of that. If you feel like you're being victim, just call me. Just kidding. If you feel that you're being victim, just maybe move on and find another one, because at the end of the day, after you just feed them with the money, and that, for example, it's only like 1,000 pesos, it's only $20, so just give them. After a few days, oh, my uncle is having birthday, or maybe my son has a birthday, give them another $20. It's only $20, it's only $10, it's 500 pesos, it's fine. Until when you compile them, it's a lot already. So don't just said Jay said on his video, do not supply them. You're making them as a gold digger because they know they have something to dig. So make sure, guys, if you feel like that, just find another one, Filipino who never gonna ask you money, a Filipina who just want to have a relationship, and also make sure that you honest to them. And as Abby said, do not flaunt your money to them. Don't use it as one
A
of
bait,
your I'm sorry,
a bait,
yeah,
paing
bait, or one
bait.
of your what do you call this, your advantage, that I have money so you can date me, especially those pretty Filipina, or not even Filipina, other nationality
Nation.
as well. So anyone that you date online, that's all we can suggest to avoid being scammed. And I hope those Filipinos coming, I hope you guys stop, because the name of a Filipino are being ruined because of what you guys doing. And it's not really good, because sometimes the foreigner is really in love. The relationship was really good, but because of this scamming, they think like, oh, maybe this girl was just gonna scam me or something like that. Anyway, I think that's all I'm gonna say, Jay. We move the focus on you, please, because I'm getting conscious. I'm getting conscious. I feel like it's focused on me too much.
Yeah, and also be realistic also with your standard guys
Yeah,
and
tell
gals.
them.
Tell them there's nothing wrong with telling the truth because any woman, any good woman will accept you. Just tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Financially, emotionally, and if you are determined to be better than your last relationship with another woman, then do it because most of the time Filipinas, when we see that you know you want to be better than the last time that you have a relationship with, Filipinas are supportive of
Mm-hmm.
what you're going to do,
Mm-hmm.
100%, and sometimes 200%. She gives you 200% of her support.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just do not lose hope,
And
either a
also,
Filipina or not.
that's what you said. Be honest. Tell them like, oh, I don't have money. Like Jay is really honest. Like, this is all I can give to you. I'm not rich, and I know that. Like, you need to be honest to the girl, especially if you're dating already, so the girl will not expect like, oh, I need this, I need that, and it's
Yeah,
gonna the relationship.
financial.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you live? Not really, giving up all the address, but is the is the place that you live in far from the city or within the city, but you're not, you know, but not in a fabulous apartment, something like that.
And
Just be
also, one
honest.
one more thing is, you need to tell the girl if you're really not planning to stay in the U.S., because some girls think like, I'm gonna date you and I'll bring you to US. Some guys want to be in the Philippines forever, like retire here. So
Mm,
um, you need to tell to your girl like, I plan to just stay in the Philippines. After we get married, I'm not leaving. I'm not bringing you back to US, because some girls expect that. So let them know.
yeah,
Anyway, Abby's
yeah.
sleeping now. Jay, go back. And we're gonna end anyway, because it's already 3 minutes and 3 hours and 52.
Yeah.
UPC
Yes.
Gamer said,
And
maraming
by the
salamat,
way,
Kay. This is the some nice info for
yeah,
Solid.
by
Okay,
the
go
way,
ahead.
also burst the bubble early on. Burst the
Mm.
What's the
bubble early
bubble?
on. The expectation, her
Mm-hmm.
expectation about what she is going to do with the,
Mm.
if you plan to get her to the US. Burst her
Mm.
bubble, or and also burst her bubble also when it comes to the relationship, because
Mm.
sometimes Filipinas accept some Filipinas accept lavish gifts, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
monthly mansaries,
Mm-hmm.
and then anniversaries, then
Mm-hmm.
birthdays.
Monthly
So
allowance.
yes, true, true, true. So yeah, burst the bubble right away. So at
Mm.
least you became honest. Slap her with a bit of a red pill, and
Mm.
then when the time is right, then give her the sweetest blue pill.
Oh, woo! Good explanation. Hold on, hold on. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I couldn't have said it better myself. Perfect example. Slap her with a little bit of red pill. Then when she deserves it, give her a little bit of that blue pill. And then if she's right, you can mix it together and be purple pill. And then I mean she's the
True.
one, and you married at that point. Great
True.
example. Great example.
Yeah.
I couldn't have said it better. I couldn't have said it better.
Excited.
No, I couldn't have said it better. But yeah, guys, thank you for coming to the live stream today. It was a long one. I didn't expect it to be this long, but I'm happy it was. I had fun. Abigail had fun. Kay had fun. Abigail had a lot of information to give, so I let her give it, and it was open talk. So maybe tomorrow I may bring it, open it up to where guys can come on and join, and we can have more conversation. So be sure to be there tomorrow, same time, 10 o'clock, at 10 in the morning Eastern time, or if you're in California, PST or PT time or Pacific time, it'll be 7 in the morning. So guys, be sure to be there. If see you later. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye, guys.